set up right now. This your first time in this space?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is basically like a debate space you in right now.
Debate about what?
So today's topic, I do all kind of debates, but today's topic is going to be about anti-Black Americans from immigrant backgrounds.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the prompt right there. Hey, bestest. Oh, hey, FBA Maroon. Yep. So, what's your ethnicity, Vanessa?
I have never done you know how they do like the 23 like background.
Like what do you go by
Oh,
here? Are you in the United States?
yes, I'm in Seattle. I'm African American.
Oh, so are you a descendant of chattel slaves in America?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And you from where?
I'm from Seattle.
Seattle. Okay, yeah, Vanessa. Oh, okay, I see your picture. It ain't a lot of us in Washington, but Seattle, is it?
Seattle.
Yeah, is it a lot of Black Americans there?
Um, there's a lot of us here, and there's a lot of Africans, like Ethiopians,
Oh,
Somalians.
really?
Hmm.
Oh, how y'all get along with them up there?
They're good. They're quiet. They you know they're good.
Hey, FBA Maroon, let me know when you want to come up. Okay, I'm still getting settled. So, what do you think about the state of the relationship between Black Americans? Because I don't go by African American. I haven't found the African in my lineage yet, and plus, it's a lot of reasons why I don't.
Okay, you want to know? Okay, so how I feel is they they came here, right? Because they had to come here, right? Because in their country it's poverty and stuff, right? So they came here, and I don't like how they look at us like they're more superior or whatever, like but they do, and I understand. So you know but we're family, so you know like you know
You on mute, Miss Love.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you was quick to answer. I
Yeah.
seen it. I seen it coming. It's okay.
Um,
no, they come here, and
they not they your family.
yes, of course they are. We're all family, like but they come here, and they judge us. But it's like, girl, like you're coming here, and you want to like be like us, and that's crazy. Like, don't judge us. Like, we're all family. That's what I think.
Oh, Vanessa, you got a lot of people who share your same views. You know, a lot of people who feel the same way as you.
Um, I mean, I don't talk to a lot of people, so I
Well,
don't
let me
really.
tell you. Let me tell you. Let me be the one to break it to you. It ain't a lot of people feel like you.
Okay,
I
so
mean, maybe Democrats, maybe Black American or African, because you say you African American, but maybe African American Democrats. But other than that, I don't know. I
okay, so
don't feel like I feel like they strangers.
okay, so how do you feel then?
I feel like they strangers. I feel like they came here, especially the Somalis. They had a whole slave auction online for Black Americans. They tell us we slaves. I hold these panels every night, and you said you never been in here, so I advise you to sit back and watch the show tonight. They come in here every night, tell us we powerless, we slaves, all kind of stuff. I don't. I feel like they own group. We our own group. They just like any other group that's separate from us. That's how I feel, and I don't judge you about how you feel. But I don't really know them. Now I'm starting to meet some only because I host spaces. But had I not hosted spaces, nobody from other countries ever really tried to mess with me like that. They stay in their own enclaves. I just don't know them. And
Okay,
I know my family. I know family. I've been to many states in the United States, and I have, it seemed like it's always, I can walk in any state and see a Black American do a head nod, do a smile or something. You know what I mean? But I just don't get that. That's not my experience. Now, it might be yours. Hey, Landry, thank you. hmm
I
But
do.
go ahead, Vanessa.
I do know what you mean. And my neighbor, okay. So I live in High Point in Seattle, right? And I have a neighbor that's Somalian, right? And the way they talk, they yell. like, why are you yelling? Like, be quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Mute, Miss Love.
Yeah, we get that a lot here. Thanks, FBA. We get that a lot here too. We have to. They trying to get a little better. I've got to know a couple of them. They be on my panel like every night, so I'm getting to know them. I don't HATE anybody, but we definitely got. Oh, she left. We definitely got some work to do with them. Hey, Maroon, how you doing today? Thank y'all for the gifts. Don't forget to tap, tap, tap. Follow the host, follow the panelists. If you see one you like, don't forget to share the live. And then also follow me. And if you want to see the playback, you can. My YouTube channel link is in the bio. Hey, FBA Maroon. Thank you, bestest.
What's going on? What's going on, Queen Mother? I know you don't like that.
Oh no, I'm getting used to it. It is
Okay,
what
all
it
right. I
is.
was about to say.
My sister passed away when she was 30, I think like 35 from ovarian cancer.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, now it's just me. So I'm okay. I take Queen Mother.
It's a respect. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I am in such a great mood today.
I know. Hopefully, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off. Let's pray we can, because we never know.
I
But
like that. I love that actually. I used to pray every morning for school with my mom. We should start every show like that. I feel like that'll keep a lot of these bad jujus away. I'm gonna just put it like that,
yeah, well, I pray before I hit the live button. I don't, you know what I mean?
I feel you. I talk to God all day.
You better, especially during these panels.
I got some smoked turkey drumsticks right now in the pot. Making some pot liquor for these lima beans right now. Yeah, man, I love to cook. That's like therapy for me. So I love
My husband too. And y'all know what? Let me share something with y'all. I had no clue. My husband the one put me up on FBA. I tell y'all that. I had no clue about FBA. I told that story before. I had no clue. He put me up on Tyreek, and the whole FBA thing, right? Now this man right here, what's his name? I wrote it down. I never heard of him until my husband told me about him today. Big Groove is his name.
Oh God.
You know about him?
Yeah, I know enough.
I have not seen my husband face. My husband was like, I would fight him.
He can't come around us doing that. He ain't no way he come around us. I'm telling you right now.
God. I had no idea about Big Groove. He started showing me some of his work. I would have been mentioned him.
Yes. Yeah, I thought you knew.
I had no clue about Big Groove.
You should see him in Africa. You should see what he eat when he in Africa. I mean, the bush meat we was talking about last night and all that.
Yes.
It's real. It's real. So yeah, that Big Groove.
Go right now. Is he that dancing? Yes. And he be eating like our old Sambo back in the minstrel show. He doing that whole thing all over, but only for white restaurants. It look like. That's what my husband think. Let's see who this guest is, Maroon. Hey, American. Is this?
Hey, sis.
Oh my God.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's her. She just changed her picture.
But no, and name.
Yeah, I changed it a little bit because I took off the Pisces Queen thing, and because I found out a new term. Someone said about the whole Pisces thing that was kind of like the name. I forgot what they said about the terminology behind Queen, so I changed it.
All right, beautiful. I see you. I'm like, let's see who this American is.
She got the red lipstick and everything. I said, hold on now.
Oh my!
So let me not go too hard on her now. She might want to, mess with the kid a little bit.
yeah. Switch it up a little bit, y'all. Hey, FBA Maroon.
What's going on, sis? And you just missed
What's
out talking
going
about
on?
this smoked turkey with this lima beans I'm getting ready to make over here. So y'all gonna hear me
Oh,
step away for like maybe once or twice just to put my beans in and let it go
save
do
me
what it do.
some.
I
I
wonder
got you.
why.
Yep.
I wonder why the lady Vanessa got down. I guess she said, "Oh, the hell with this."
I don't know why she got offended though. You was very nice to her. I mean, I don't know.
Shout
So
out to Human Maximus. He in the building. He hold great lives if y'all want to follow him. So
Okay.
yes, y'all, tonight we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna go back a little. We about to put our foot on their neck, okay? Let me just say that. We about to go back to the old ways of prompts. You know what I mean? I think it's time for us to get some major work in. You know what I mean? So
I
tonight
feel
we're
that.
gonna be talking about anti-Black Americans. So we have who is that guy? Oh, we got Big Groove. Thank you, Human. We got Big Groove. Y'all know we had to put Myron up there, and we got Ashley Gonzalez. Okay, so we will be talking to immigrants today and basically Black Americans. And we want to know what's up. What's up? What's the problem? Why so much anti-Blackness? And then Big Groove, you guys, he likes to do our old minstrel shows in the restaurants, and he's of African descent. And I can't wait till somebody from Africa comes up, because I've been holding these panels and I've never heard anyone mention Big Groove. And then the way he eats and bites that sandwich look like a straight gorilla. And then he get up, looking like a gorilla, and then he just do the old minstrel show dances for the people, and they clap and cheer. Is he?
But
Yeah, I think he a Nigerian.
it is
Nigerian,
straight
yeah.
up when I see him doing that, I'm telling you, it is straight up embarrassing. He ought
And
to be
it's
ashamed of himself.
disrespectful. It was a
Yeah,
point
Very
in our history.
disrespectful.
Yeah, it was
right.
shuck and jiving, MSP. It was a point in
Wow.
our history where our ancestors, they really didn't have a choice, a lot of them, except to do that, if they wanted roles and stuff. But we don't have to do that today. So, that's another reason why delineation is so important. This man, I was appalled today when my husband showed me them videos. This man chose to go way back in our history and reinvent or restart redoing our old minstrel shows for profit. I haven't heard the African panel. I haven't heard anybody condemning him except Black Americans. I'm disgusted by Big Groove.
Well, let's cancel him.
He tried, but the YT people keep
Yes.
propping him up. Yeah, he has a lot of YT backing.
Well, we cancel them too.
But no,
So,
see, in the restaurants, though, they're white restaurants. So he
Yep.
don't give a
oh
shit.
wow.
Yeah, he's not doing that at Black restaurants and nowhere else. So they love it. They love him. They get up there and cheer like, yeah, look at the gorilla. That's how I was looking at him, at least.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah,
Who was
sad.
that?
Big Groove in the green. And we
Yeah, I
all
think he
know
was in
about
Nigeria.
Ashley Gonzalez and Myron Gaines. We're gonna be, hopefully some Latinos can come up on the panel tonight and explain to us why all down social media is we support Ashley. We support Ashley. The N-words, and then that song, N-word, 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 N-word. What's up with that? That
Yeah.
trending song.
Yeah,
I
The one by
stay off the internet, so you know.
D1
I'm
condemned it.
hold on real quick, Mr. Leroy, Miss Loves. So I was listening to the YouTube playback from 2 days ago. So I'm gonna do, and I want to apologize for my own self on this too. Whenever people come off mute, it really messes up the audio. Sometimes you can't even hear what people are trying to say. So I'm gonna try to find another way to let you know whenever I want to input, or if other people could just please stay on mute, and then just wait, because you give everyone a fair chance to speak. We really can't interrupt the flow of the show, because it's really good whenever it's one at a time. I really like that. So just letting you know.
We probably gonna start back with timers as of today. Greg Nice, he had a great point there. Timers, because I don't help it when I just break into y'all conversation or y'all build. and say, okay, wrap it up. I've been getting complaints about me doing that. And hey, I can take criticism as well.
Sometimes we need to wrap it up though. I got long winded. On myself.
Well,
So
sometimes I do it too. I do apologize, but sometimes people do need to hush after a while. It's like, come on now.
Them
You
two,
know this is longer than a minute.
yeah, them
Okay,
2 minutes enough though.
yeah, what you wanted to say? I'm
just tell
sorry.
them.
Yeah, okay, human, what you wanted to say about that, y'all?
Um, I noticed them. I noticed them a long time ago, but I never really paid attention to them because it was so minstrel. It was so performative. It was just so, you know, coonish. We love TikTok shop. But when I figured out he was from a different heritage, it kind of made sense as to why you would display that kind of idiocracy when it comes to displaying just happiness of eating food. Like the way that you even open your mouth and scream shark bite when you bite down on something,
Lord.
the way you gyrate after you eat something, the way you dance and just put on a performative caricature, it just goes furthermore to show these people have no plight or no actual empathy and sympathy for our history or things that were characterized to denigrate us. The way that people portrayed us eating things, the way that people portrayed us as lazy and unable to display emotions except when it came to food, as if we were all beggars and just downtrodden people that just were entertainments. Like we were just entertainment for the world. So it makes sense that they would take on those kind of stereotypical roles and they don't feel anything from it. Like they don't actually feel any disdain for what their soul is not tarnished by the things. They don't have any conscience behind the minstrel shows or the ways that they act when it comes to portraying just a black person, period. Because you wouldn't, most black people don't actually think, I'm thinking previous to where we are now, black people never thought to ask, hey, is that motherfucker an immigrant? Like where he from? Like why are you even portraying that kind of display of just pure ignorance, really? When you really look at it, it's pure ignorance, the kind of display he puts on. But it makes sense when you find out the backgrounds of these people are where they are and come from where they come from. They don't have a conscience when it comes to presenting themselves in a certain way in the public eye. So it definitely needs to be talked about. It's a great prompt.
Yeah, thank you. I took it down because instead of anti-Black Americans, it should have been immigrants. Hold on.
Yeah. I mean, I always enjoy your spaces. I appreciate
Thank
you
you,
for letting me
Huma.
up, but it's just it's like it's past the point of we can't see it. Like it's readily available information at your fingertips. Everybody has eyes to see. Just like I'm sure everybody saw how Cat Williams critiqued Kevin Hart. We even critique our own when they display themselves in a bad light when it comes to being a black American and just doing things that really denigrate your people. No matter how much money or fame you get from it, we even hold our own accountable. So I don't think that people, which I know they're gonna get up here and start trying to use that. But if you want to be technical, Kevin Hart got held accountable for how he acted during the roast with Cat Williams.
Hey, human, can I ask you something real quick? Do you think
Anytime.
Big Groove can act like that because it's not his history?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. It's no history that's attached to it. There's no feelings or thoughts or emotions that come behind recreating a minstrel show or screaming out shark bite while opening your mouth as wide as you can and pretending to be some sort of wild animal when it comes to eating food. Like as if we don't have a culture of elegance or etiquette when it comes to eating food or portraying ourselves in society. It's just it's denigration. It's horrible to see, but I'm glad you made a prompt about it.
And then I wanted to
Wait a
add
minute,
another.
hold on real quick, American. Leroy, did you want to say something? And then you, American, I just want to let the guests while I'm editing this prompt. Leroy, go ahead, American. American, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I could hear you. I think she's still on mute. Can they hear me? Chat, can y'all hear us? Because I can hear Miss Loves.
Most definitely, yeah. We hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. It's so crazy, and you never hear them saying nothing about it. You know what I mean? So when we put BTA all the time, don't say nothing. Because y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't check these people. And then they say it's not all. Hell, if you ain't saying nothing, it's you too.
Ms. Look, I'll add to that real quick, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you hit the nail on the head. And for any Africans or any foreigners watching the playback, our people literally, and they know our history. They've been saying it a lot lately that they knew, but then they backtrack and say they didn't know. Our people literally had to come up with the Harlem Renaissance because of the image that YT people made of us. And then they made a movie called Birth of a Nation, which led to literal laws being done against our people. So yeah, it's nothing for them. And then also too, these people still look at us as the people they sold, even though they have no oral history. You know, sometimes family have oral history and stories of, oh, my cousin was took, this person was took. They don't even have that. So yeah, for him to come over here and do that as a Nigerian, I kind of expect it at this point. I'm starting to expect it, to be honest with you. So it's pretty wild that he's even allowed to still do this on the internet. But let somebody say something about another community though. Oh boy.
And he making so much money. A lot of them do. That's it. Being anti-black, whether you're a Black American that's anti-black, anti your own people, or if it's anybody else, it's definitely money in degrading Black Americans. Leroy, are you back? Leroy? All right. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that today. Y'all tap, 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 share this out because I got some answers tonight, y'all.
Yeah,
I invited a couple of regulars that's regular. I really want them to come. They say they're gonna come, y'all, too. So because I want to ask them some questions. And then this Miss Ashley Gonzalez, I was asked today on my YouTube channel in the comments, do I think by Hispanic? Her question was, do you think it's going to be in the next 10 years, it's going to be a race, WAR, between Latinos and Black Americans? I forgot all I said, but the gist of it was like, who's going to support y'all?
Great question.
The planet, our celebs, all our everything, the world loves us, no matter if these anti-Black Americans and white people do or don't. We are loved globally as a people.
I love. I did some research on the kid while we was up here chopping it up. He was actually born in Germany and raised in Boston. His name is Ibiguzabe.
Clive, right? It's Clive.
Ibis.
Yeah, Clive is Big Ubi.
Yeah. So his signature high energy dance and routine has gained him viral food tasting, and he's gained approximately $5 million in net worth just from going to chuck and jive for those white people. But like you said, they don't have any morals or compassion when it comes to the caricature or the just denigrative behavior that they display on a daily basis. They don't care.
Hold on, human. Let's see who we got up here with us. Hey, thank y'all so much for the gifts. We appreciate it. Thank y'all. Hey, Matria, how you doing? Is her name Matria?
Hello.
Yeah. Hey,
Hi.
how you doing? Hi. What's your ethnicity?
I'm Black. Black American.
Black American, descendants of chattel slaves here in America.
Yes.
Okay, what's your thought on the anti-Black American immigrants?
I was gonna say first, my name is Matreya.
I didn't say
Matreya.
that. I thought I said Matreya.
I thought you said Matreya.
Oh,
That's,
Maitreya. Oh, it's Maitreya with an A.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's an A, but it looked like, okay, so instead of, okay, just Maitreya, right? Maitreya.
Maitreya.
Maitreya. Okay, it's just spelled like that. All right, go ahead, Maitreya.
So I kind of came in here because I did see your prompt, and I also saw a person on the panel. And I actually did want to ask more of a question versus the prompt. But it was kind of about like I do see FBA a lot on my timeline sometimes, and I just kind of still don't have like a clear like understanding on what FBA means or like what it is, and is it the same thing as Black American?
Absolutely, same thing. Same thing as African American, what it was supposed to mean, what it was meant to mean. Negro, freedmen, indigenous, colored, the coloreds back in the day, the original NIGGERs.
Oh,
Yeah, we all the same people.
okay. Okay, I'm just asking. And yes, I am Black. I am. My mom's from Alabama. My dad's from Mississippi.
Shout out to those places.
But as far as anti-Black American immigrants, so are you saying like people who are like African and Caribbean?
All of them. They can be Chinese. I don't give a damn. An immigrant. An immigrant is an immigrant to me. I don't single out the melanated ones. Anybody, they all immigrants. The white ones too.
Okay. I do think that some of them can be anti-Black, and it is like problematic. Um, I don't think that every single last one of them are, but I do see that it can be a problem. It can be issues because I've seen it in real life, not just like on panels and stuff like that. But as far as I'm trying to read the prompt again.
This
Oh,
time, it's kind of flying off the seat of our pants because we can take this all type of ways. This conversation before this live is over, I'm expecting it to go all kind of ways. So I didn't want to put one single question. I just wanted basically a discussion of why.
okay.
Why do we think it? Because when immigrants come up, I don't know if we have any on the panel yet. I don't know what finance is, but I'm going to ask them why don't they speak out? But some of them agree, especially when it comes to the Ashley Gonzalez crowd. Post after post, I'm watching. We support Ashley Gonzalez because of her saying, I guess what I got out of her, she's a cop that targets Black Americans and loves to
Oh,
do it. So a big part of the Latino community feel like they sick of us. They feel her, Black fatigue, that type of thing. So I got questions for them if they come up because Myron Gaines, a Sudanese fella from the continent. Both of this, you know who Big Groove is?
no, I don't.
Oh well, maybe you should Google him when you get down. He does minstrel shows. How our people used to do minstrel shows back in the days, the shuck and drive for white restaurants. Then eats like a gorilla, and then gets up and dance for them and get paid for the I would say the pain of our ancestors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of anti-black HATE I want to talk about tonight.
Okay, I got you. I got a better understanding now.
Hmm.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll still stay on the panel.
Okay, you can stay up for a little bit. The finest, how you doing?
I'm good.
Are you Black American?
No.
Oh, okay. So you heard everything I just said. What's your ethnicity?
Yeah. So I'm from Ghana, Africa.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Ghana.
Thank
Okay,
you.
what do you think about what I just said?
Um, I really disagree with a lot of things that I've heard here from human, I guess, and just a little bit from the prompt itself when I read some of the stuff because I came across Facebook many times where there's discussion about this. What bothers me the most, I honestly, genuinely, because people are different. Everybody have a different point of view. Everybody have a different understanding of things. I'm the type of person that I've seen every single Black person, and I just feel like we're the same. Because how I look at it, I experienced it myself. I'm from Ghana, from Africa, but I came to United States and I traveled. I went to London. I went to everywhere else. Russia, I've seen how people look down at me. So at the end of the day, none of us is better. Like if you're a Black skinned person, I honestly think none of us better than the other. So the immigrants, us Africans, we're not better than Black American or African American, those who also say they're African American, and vice versa. Because the struggle is real. When we go out here, out of the world.
Hold on, let me stop you for one quick second. The only reason I'm about to say what I'm about to say to you, then I'm going to let you get the mic back.
All right.
What I'm about to say is Black Americans are better than Africans. In only one, in my opinion, multiple aspects. But
you said better?
Sure. Hold on, yes. Because a Black American never sold a person.
All right.
Yeah, they never sold their own people. To the horrific things our ancestors experienced here. So we gotta state that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can finish.
Go ahead. Yeah, so I won't take that away from you respectfully, because I'm against that everything that happened. I'm against our own leaders for letting these things happen a long time ago. Because when I came here, again, I experienced the same thing that a lot of Black Americans experience, but they don't see it. That's the problem. We're fighting each other for no reason. But if we sit down and we see what it is for the truth of what's going on around here, we are all victims here in America as Black skin. But if we go back to the history and what happened, I absolutely agree with you 100%. The ancestors struggled the most. You know, the horrific things that's done to them. That's not fair.
Why did our ancestors struggle? Because some people don't, you know.
Because the leaders, I'll tell you why. Because I'm from Africa and I'm going to say it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say it the way it is. Because our leaders were selfish, very selfish people, and they got manipulated, right, by whitey folks. No, for real. Because the manipulation is real. Like, you know, you can get manipulated.
Land your plane, because I know other people going to want to ask you a question. So
okay, that's fine. So yeah, let me explain when I say manipulation. This happening till this day in Africa, and a lot of people don't see it. Our leaders get taken advantage of till this day. People just don't see that. Like our resources are taken in a manipulation way, whether in political view, whatever the case is. Again, we have greedy, very selfish, greedy leaders that let these things happen in Africa. And Africa would have been really, we don't even, we don't get stuff out of our continent. Like we have all the resources. But again, we have selfish leaders that let people take advantage of them. And that's why we can't even go anywhere till this day.
Just let me make a disclaimer. The reason why I took a break from doing these kind of panels is because of the emotions I'm feeling running through my body right now. So American and FBA Maroon, and to all my other mods, if I need to step away for a minute, y'all, please be available. So
we got you.
Oh, speaking of FBA, just one last thing I'm gonna mention here, and I'll mute. If anybody have question, can ask me. Again, so I like Love World. I like when I think Maitreya, her name. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Maitreya, but I think that's her name. But so I like I like how I like how when she was asking about who's FBA, because she's confused. I was confused at the beginning too. I like how you mentioned African American in the middle of this, but the funny part, I've seen FBA where they go one against one another because some of them don't even want to claim themselves African American, or they don't want to acknowledge the history. So this is the sad part. But I land my I'm good here.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. I just want to give you another way to look at it. After the history of the continent and what roles it played in some African Americans. Even being on this land anyway. I mean, they shouldn't expect nothing. They shouldn't expect, they should be lucky we didn't club them upside the head when they first got over here. And that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Right. And also just being here in America, I've seen how everything happened. I honestly wouldn't say African American. Those who wants to be called Black American. I don't see an issue with that, because honestly, it's like me, born in Africa, grew there, and I'm coming to America, and now some people want to define me something that I'm not. So I have huge respect for those also that want to agree to be called Africans, because Black American are not Africans. I mean, historically, with the ancestor and other things, right? But again, like just being here, born here, raised here, different culture, different environment. I mean, I can want to force this on someone while they're growing somewhere else. Just like, I was in Africa and I don't want to be called American. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's another thing is I understand that part, but I don't want us to fight each other because at the end of the day, we are both going to lose. That's all I'm just saying,
We shall see. But anybody got any questions? Or FBA Maroon or Price? I don't think you Prince Abdul Siwa. I don't think you Black American. So FBA Maroon or American? Did you guys have something to say? Or
Yes.
human? Anybody? Go
You
ahead.
go first, and
Yes.
I'll go after her.
Okay, you can go. You can go first, FBA Maroon. Oh well, wait a minute. Did the guest want to say something?
But no, because we want to take it one. Why y'all want to let the guest speak first, and what? Then
Yeah. Let's let the guest speak.
Okay. Hey Prince, how you doing?
I'm good. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
Nigerian American.
Shout out to that. How do you we're discussing tonight about anti-Black American immigrants. We have here, his name is Big Groove. I don't know, do you know Big Groove?
No, ma'am.
Oh, he's from the continent. He basically makes a fool of himself, acting like some of our old ancestors back in the minstrel days. He goes to white American, white whoever restaurants and eats like a gorilla, and then do like this shuck and jab minstrel shows and have the white people standing up applauding him. That's Big Groove. And do you know who Myron Gaines is?
Oh yeah, I know him. I walk very close to his place when here in LA.
Right, he's from the continent. Also, he's very anti-Black American. He says the N-word. We deserve nothing. He knows why we get pumed in the streets. Ashley Gonzalez, she's on the Latino immigrant part, and she's a cop that likes to target Black Americans and calls Black Americans N-words online. But we're handling her right now. So, why is that? What's the problem with people who come to the United States of America? And why don't you guys from the continent call these people out? We never hear it. Publicly, social media. Like, it should be as many immigrants and as many people online as on the continent. It seemed like it should be hundreds, thousands of videos. I shouldn't scroll down my timeline without seeing somebody from the continent calling these people out. Why do you think that is, Prince?
Oh,
Why we
actually,
don't see nobody calling them out?
Actually, we might not be out there, to be honest with you. You're right about that because I'm not gonna lie. But I've never been out there protesting, but when I see something like that happening, something inside me is just burning. That as if I could just lay my hands on that person and just smash that person on the wall. Because to discriminate against those that paved the way, you become an ingrate to me from the way I looked at it. And the thing is that I don't think a lot of people do know what the ancestors that were brought from Africa, I don't know, maybe they know the kind of genocide. That is not even word to describe it, what they went through, being raped, work in the plantation farm, and then give them
Hold on. You can't say certain words up here.
Oh, sorry, being
So
raped,
wait a minute. Let me do this. Grape, I love
raped,
TikTok shop. Grape, I love TikTok shop. And G side, I love TikTok shops. Do you know TikTok friendly language before we move forward? Because those words will get my live restricted, and me too.
Sorry, guys, grape. Yeah, sorry about that. So the kind of atrocity and what they went through, like when I go to my barber shop right there on Western Avenue, Western and 36th Street, he posted some pictures on the wall, and me and him, we always talk. I look at those pictures of the ancestor where they were protesting in the 40s. You can see the pain and agony in their face. No freedom, nothing. And I said to him, then we think there is racism now. Those days, they had no chance, but we had the chance now.
Well, who should we thank for that, Prince?
We should thank
Who
those
should we thank for that pain and
the
anguish on those people's
the
faces?
ancestors that fought.
No, I said, who should we thank for that pain and anguish? You so you so eloquently put it. The pain, the anguish. Who should we thank for that?
Who should we thank?
Thank. Like, who should we thank?
Well, to me, I have to thank them because they gave their life.
No, I think you're misunderstanding the question.
What's the question?
The question is, who should those people in that picture? You said you saw the pain, the anguish. Who should we thank for that? Who do we owe our thanks for their pain and their anguish?
African ancestors.
The ancestor, because they stood up. They stood up. They gave
So
everything.
he think they ancestors from Africa. This is why y'all got stop talking about to integrate with these people.
No,
think they ancestors came from Africa.
Who are you talking to? Who even are you?
I'm talking about y'all dumb Negroes. Y'all always talking about y'all Africans. Y'all dumb as hell. Keep calling yourselves African ancestors. These are not your peoples, you dummy.
So to me, I looked at them. Those people standing there. I looked at them. I thank them.
Listen to me. You're not understanding. You're not understanding. Can somebody help?
Can I explain it to him? I think I know where you're going with this. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna just say.
Okay, I'll give you a shot at it.
I'm sorry. What did he say? I'm sorry, I missed it. What did he say?
I was.
It's a lot. It was too.
A lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. I was about to say, please don't go back and just know we talking about our ancestors going through what they went through, and who should we thank for that? He don't understand the thank part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the answer will be
so this is a thought evoking question. We'll see how smart he is.
Correct. I want to hear this. That's why I ain't saying nothing. I'm quiet as a church mouse right now. I want to hear this.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think he probably just misunderstood the question. But based on what you're asking, I honestly think this is the freedom fighters, the Black, people, or the people maybe that call themselves Black American.
No. When I'm saying who should we thank for that pain and that anguish, I'm talking about the people who got their ancestors here in the beginning. For that pain and that anguish they got on their face. They can thank the people who helped slave them. Sell them. They should thank that.
Africans. So the leaders.
Africans. Yeah. The leaders, the people, the chiefs, the tribes, whatever y'all want to call it.
Right. But the question would be more understanding if you said, who should we blame? Because we already know who should we blame. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, that's why probably a little AAV. That's the way some of us talk over here. I'm sure. Did Black Americans understand what I was saying?
Of course, it was.
I understood your 2020 vision.
We did.
Totally understood. Could I ask
it was but I'm not trying to be funny, but some of these questions I was saying before, some of the terminology and the definitions and the way we speak, these people don't understand it because a lot of them have low IQ.
That's why we're not the same. But that's another example of how we're not the same.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't have low IQ. I'm sorry. Everybody can be smart or dumb. It doesn't have to be a race or where you're from. But I honestly think it's just where the environment you guys are, how you guys talk is different totally from Africans and African. English is our second. English could be our second or third or fourth language because we speak different languages. So, if she was asked who to blame, of course, we know the answer, but then she said who we should thank. It's like, reward. So I'm like, okay.
Do you know what a rhetorical question is? Do you understand how a rhetorical question works?
American, we're not the same. So you can ask me something.
Okay, I was just asking you. It was just a question.
Can I?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. Okay. English can be confusing.
All right.
Okay, let me put it this way, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Prince. Go ahead, human.
Yeah, when you first came up, you said you had a disagreement with something I said. Could I know what disagreement you had with me or what I was saying before you came up?
Oh, me?
Yes, you exactly. You said you had a disagreement with something I said before you came up.
Yes.
Yes, what was it?
Oh, it was just how we were, you were talking in general, and I heard you were saying something about, I guess, I don't know who that guy is, the African guy you guys were talking about also. And you just saying how us African people, the way we just do things. And I felt like you just saying that more like it's to sum it up, it's like kissing the whitey people ass, but that's not true because not all Africans do that. Like me, I know the history and I will never do something like that because I've never been brought up or taught to kiss no one ass, basically. So, people are not all the same. Just like there is other races kiss other races ass, even whitey kiss other races ass. So it depends to the individual. So it's not a group thing for African. But a lot of people say that it's African doing that. It's not true.
I'm gonna help you out because you internalized what I said and you took it personally when I was specifically talking about that one man on the screen. I didn't talk about the entire continent of Africa because I don't know the entire continent of Africans or continental Africans. I talked about Big Groove specifically and the way he displayed himself and the way he acts as a minstrel show and how it doesn't influence his emotions or have any emotional impact on him because he's not a Black American. That's why he does all of the things that he does, even though it's denigrating and disrespectful to Black American heritage and our history and our lineage and our ancestry on this land. He does that. I didn't say all Africans. You internalized that and took it personally and thought I said all Africans. I never said that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I didn't take it personally. Why? Because I've heard from so many people in the platform on TikTok, like literally a lot of people are claiming the same thing about African, that how they, No, but I'm just saying, and I heard that from you too. So sum it up. I'm just going based off majority of people always say that. So that's why I say that. If you understand.
Yeah, that's exactly what we do. That's why we go by the continent. We basically lump all y'all together too, because after you hear it so many times, it's y'all. So that was the perfect example, what you just said. How you do, that's how we do too. Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, to clarify what you said, I'm very glad that my sister was able to understand me. When you say who do we thank? For example, now.
How about so we can put it the way she put it? Maybe you'll understand.
Yeah, let's say for example now, my mother.
Who do you blame for those anguished faces you described? Who do you blame? What can you say that again? What did you see on their faces?
I saw agonies and then I saw pains and frustration. It's very painful to see that.
And who can you blame for that?
Who can I blame? I blame the whiteys that mistreat them, that put them in that position, because they become powerless.
Because what?
They render them powerless and use them and degrade them below animals. So we blame the whiteys for that. From my own point of view, I could be wrong.
Yeah. Loves. I've sat here a long time. Hold on, the finest. I've sat here a long time. Can me or American please reply to?
Go ahead, FBA Maroon. Then we'll get to. I want to know before you do, Maitreya.
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm listening to most of the conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Can you listen? I hope you stay a while.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for having me up.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
Yep.
Go ahead, FBA.
Yeah, Miss Fine.
I'm sorry, real quick. Confetti, are you a Black American?
I guess you can call me a Black American. I mean, some people would. I call myself African American.
Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Go ahead. But I mean, if y'all want to call me tethered, whatever.
I mean, are you one? I mean, a tether is an action word. We don't have time for games. Like, do you have an immigrant background? Any immigrants in your background, or do you come from?
I do have an immigrant background.
Okay, well, hold on.
I think I need to speak for the immigrants.
No problem. You're welcome here. Hold on. Go ahead, Maroon.
Yeah, the finest. The thing is we don't do that raccoon behavior. I love TikTok shop like y'all think. Y'all love to lump us in as one big Negro. We don't do that stuff. We let y'all know who the people are, who you should stay away from, right? And then when it comes to holding people accountable, and this is going back to the prompt, because I don't really think y'all quite understand the prompt. when Julius, what's his name? Muhammad, the president of Ghana, came over here and tried to do whatever spiritual ceremony to my ancestors, right? Because I probably got some of them up there. Those are 15,000 bodies that he tried to come up and act like we was cousins and stuff. Okay. No African bashed him. Instead, they praised him. They knew what he was doing was a farce. They knew it was a finesse. And not a single African said anything about it. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. That is anti-Black Americanness. It's not anti-Blackness, it's anti-Black Americanness. Prince, you sat up here and tried to basically you showed us how y'all really view us. You still view us as some lost people that are just walking around here looking for our cousins, looking for our family. We know who we are. We know what our ancestors went through, and we know who's the cause. What we asked you that question for, and that's why I wanted you to just go ahead and say it, is that you're not going to take accountability for what you all did, especially Nigeria, because you guys are some of the predominant people in the transatlantic slave trade. Now, a lot of us was here, but the few people that y'all brought over here, y'all don't think it's good to just take accountability and say, hey, you know what? We did it. Because the finest did. She said, you know, we did it. These people, whatever. And then, you know, she took half accountability, really, because you said the leaders. The people did not, again, in that time, the people did not back, they did not give a kickback on that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it into words because I just been sitting here listening. But y'all don't think it's bad that y'all don't get on the leaders? If it's the leaders, if it truly is the leaders, which it's not, you don't think as the people that y'all have a democracy to say, hey, stop doing this to Black Americans. Y'all need to cut it out and stomp for that. Y'all don't think that's something you should do?
Can I answer that?
Hold on, we're going to let Spartacus answer. Spartacus, you want to answer that? Hey, Spartacus.
Hey, hi, good afternoon, Miss Love's World and your wonderful panelist. So yeah, boy, in regards to reparations and President Muhammad's, because once again, I am of Ghanaian descent. I mean, my observation is that look, if you think whatever it is that he did is offensive, that's your opinion. And as human beings, we all have our right to our own opinions. Your history might tell you something different, but our history tells us something different as well. And the reason is this. The reason why President Muhammad took the initiative...
the question, Spartacus. Hold on, Spartacus. Let me remind you the question. The question is, you don't think it's bad when you know something is wrong like you do every day. You don't think that that's bad that y'all don't give any kickback? Because she said it's y'all leaders, but the people control the leaders. Let's be honest here, especially in a democracy.
No,
so you don't think it's bad.
that doesn't work like that in Africa. That's
hold
why
on, hold on to find this. We got to do one at a time. We can't overtalk each other. So the question is, y'all don't think it's bad that y'all don't give any kickback when you know something is wrong? You can sit up here on panels all day and tell us stuff on social media, but when the ground meets the pavement, we don't see y'all. We never have seen you guys out there with us. So let's cut the crap. Y'all don't get on y'all people. Why is that?
You can't speak. You can't generalize that. Because I was out there.
We don't do that up here. We don't interrupt.
I was out there
doing
the George Floyd
Just let Spartacus go. You'll get a chance to speak. Go ahead, Spartacus.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, I don't think generalizing is the key here. Because you don't know me personally. I was out there during the George Floyd, of course, and I do a lot of community work here as well with with my background with basically helping.
But we're not talking about when things happen to Black Americans. Hold on, Spartacus. That's what I'm saying. Like, we all just do not understand each other at all. That's why sometimes, I be wishing other groups come, because it's less aggravating to know a certain people who with the same skin tone as you, have no clue about you, no understanding about you. We are not talking about when things happen to Black Americans over here. We are talking about the people from the continent that you guys do not hold accountable in large numbers, where it's noticeable, that has anti-Black American HATness. Or, they do things publicly. Like, we should see thousands of Africans saying no on social media, stop that or something. We hear nothing. That's what we're talking about.
Sorry. I think we do, but we just do it within our own community, and maybe
That's
it's
not
not
good enough.
projected.
How will we know? We don't see it. We need evidence, and
Okay,
that's
okay.
not giving us evidence.
But I could assure you that we do check each other definitely because we are people. Basically, we prioritize community, and we get together. And whatever we do, the most important thing is we always look out for each other, and we just don't let anything pass.
Okay, somebody else. Let's
Yeah.
get to. Go ahead,
Can I
Amir.
answer
Wait a
Miranda's
minute.
or
Hold on a second.
Hold on,
I
we gotta
was
let other. We gotta get through
okay.
because I'm gonna go to
I'll wait.
confetti. No, not you, American. You go ahead,
Oh,
and we gonna hear confetti out, and then
okay.
we'll do the questions. Go ahead.
Okay, what I was gonna say is there is never any type of comprehension when it comes to
Hold on,
you
to the
know,
think tank. I'm sorry, American. Hold on, stay in the queue. Go ahead.
there's no type of comprehension when it comes to the issues that we bring to Africans. First of all, it wasn't just the YT that sold our ancestors, it was also Africa. Okay. I heard what's his name? Prince of, I don't know. Anyway, so I heard the guy, he said that it was YT, and you know how he saw the sadness and the misery on the people's faces of the picture that he looked at. That is absolutely retarded. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, and I'm not trying to be mean. And the reason why
HATE. I love TikTok shop.
I
Go
love
ahead.
TikTok shop. And the reason for me saying that is because, okay, well, you guys did help to cause that. You know, like what other kind of look were you expecting when you allowed this to happen to your own so-called people? And there was
And
never
didn't
any
want to
kind of
stop even after the transatlantic. Oh wow, dang.
They gave a restriction.
Even after the transatlantic slave trade was over here, they still didn't want to stop. That's documented in the letters.
They sued the UN or Europe or whoever was at the time because Europe wanted to stop. And the African countries like, hey, we're making too much money off of this. We can't stop this. This is all well documented. So that's why I'm just confused. Why do y'all say it's the leaders, but the leaders have the backing of the people? That was why I asked that question. So
Okay, let's get to confetti. Hey, confetti.
Yo, what's good?
Now, what's your ethnicity so we can know who we talking to? Are you bi-ethnic or are you just what are you?
I came out my mom's cooter in California. My mom's Jamaican and my dad is Haitian.
Okay, shout out to Jamaica and Haiti. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, man, like I don't know what is it with the black community being divisive. Like every step that I turn, everywhere that I look, it's either a black woman talking bad about black men talking bad about black women, FBAs talking bad about immigrants, immigrants. I haven't heard too many immigrants talk bad about FBAs, but I'm pretty sure it happens, you know? And it's just like, it's all divisiveness. And then when we're not fighting each other, now we're over here trying to start WARs with the white man. It'd be like, everything is always divisive. Like nothing is based on laws, nothing is based on legislation, nothing is based on love. And I think that's kind of the problem where everybody just wants to assume power and try to take it away from somebody, but they aren't prepared to, send young men to DIE and WARs. Like for real though.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so Terry, did you want to respond to that?
I want to respond to him. Buddy,
Go ahead,
we
come
love
back.
a black woman. We love a black woman. That's not us talking crap about black women, and black man is not talking crap about black American women. These are your people, sir. They go on the internet doing gender wars, sir. That is a problem.
Right
Love
into the
TikTok shop.
divisiveness.
WAR. I love TikTok shop.
Right into the
Hold on,
divisiveness.
confetti. Hold on, let him
Continue to
finish.
divide me from
Hold
you,
on,
sir.
confetti.
Hold
We don't do
on.
that
Are
here.
you slow, Confetti? Do you want to be a part of this conversation? Because you're the one came up here and even brought up divisiveness. Now he giving you his opinion on what he see as far as the gender wars and who's creating that. Because crowd, everyone, all 170 some people in here. If you Google these
Podcasts
sites,
and
these
videos.
podcasts and sites, and do the background check on them and see how many is Black American and who is of immigrant background. You got the Shade Room. You got you got so many of them. Even the Real Housewives and not the
She's
Real
run
Housewives.
the
Love
shade
and
room
Hip
is run
Hop.
Love
by
and Hip Hop.
Nigerian.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop. There's so many of these shows.
World Star.
All most of World Star. All those who display Black Americans in a bad light. Most of them.
But they put that melanated.
Hold on, Terry. Most of them are of immigrant background. Go ahead, continue, Terry.
And they put the melanated immigrants in a good light, having weddings and stuff. But they show the Black Americans fighting each other, doing all this HATE stuff and all that stuff. That's a problem. Those are your people, sir. And the person that run Warsaw was a Haitian. He passed on anyway, but no one's not looking at Warsaw no more. But the Shade Room is run by a Nigerian girl, and that is a problem. Those are your people, sir. So don't come for us, bro. We know what we're doing. We love our people. Need to focus on your people, because down there in Miami, Haitians, they don't like each other at all. And Maroon, I know you've been in AI's video. He showed a clip of a girl talking about a Haitian girl that she's been bullied by other Haitians. Like, buddy, you need to control your own people.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Miss T. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Hey, love, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Girl.
Yeah. That's why, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna go ahead and rebut you, Confetti, because you said that you said a whole lot of nonsense. You do realize that you're in America, right? You're not exactly in Haiti or Jamaica at the moment. Both of your parents.
California, ho.
You see what I'm
I
talking
ain't
about?
from Haiti, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, go ahead and drop him for a second, because he's
With that dumb shit.
Hey, he trying to get the live
I ain't
flag.
fucking Haitian,
I love
nigga.
TikTok
I'm American,
shop.
nigga.
I love TikTok shop.
And this is the prime example. They try to get our lives boom. Just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
loud, take it down.
Go ahead.
I told you I was gonna be nice, right? I was very nice.
And yeah, you held it together.
I'm working on myself.
I'm trying to. I already said the B word one time, and audience and panelists, please forgive me. I'm going to try to not get triggered. And we probably gonna start counting views. And if you don't, and if you don't, subscribe. What you call it, followers here before we let people up. And if you don't even follow me, you definitely not coming up. Go ahead and express what you had to say about that.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, he had a lot to say about, Black Americans, but, both of his tether parents are not in their country. They're here, two separate people who came from two separate islands, which are currently heavily under the control of white supremacy, where none of them are fighting back. And yet you think you can look down and talk crazy to the Black Americans who actually fought in their own country. I think it's really ridiculous. My thing, as I keep saying, is, he says that he's Black American, but yet you're talking down on said Black Americans.
Who said they was Black American?
He did.
His parent, because he born here, but his parent, he got one Jamaican parent and one Haitian parent.
Right, but that makes him a Haitian Jamaican American. That doesn't make him a Black American.
Yeah,
he's claiming that he's Black American because that's why he said I'm American. No, you're Haitian Jamaican American. And if your family are not citizens, your asses you're going to be going back to either Haiti or Jamaica, and they'll pick it. Hell, you might end up in Sierra Leone. You might end up in the Congo. I mean, they're sending people anywhere these days. So at the end of the day, this is the point. I think like a lot of people, for some reason, it's just a weird obsession with Black Americans. It's like the anti-Blackness comes from the envy and jealousy, because how could you look down but yet emulate said people? Doesn't really make sense, right? That it's kind of insane when you really think about it, because I have never looked down or emulated a Jamaican. I've never looked down or emulated a Haitian. I've never looked down or emulated an African, because the culture is I mean, what culture do they have?
I never tried to dress like a Haitian or a Latino or an African. No, I never tried to sing like them, eat like them, dance like them.
I don't even like their food. I will say I do like me a good birria taco. I do love me a good birria taco. I do love me a good festival. Okay. That's the West Indian side of me. But other than that, right, it's not a lot of things that I actually like, because they don't really have culture for me to want to take. You get what I'm saying? We have the capacity of being comfortable in our skin, but yet respecting other people's culture. You know, we can be like, oh, okay, and then be like, you know, we can participate a little bit and then still be like, no, this is still yours. Oh, no. So I think that, you know, again, I just don't understand the entitlement. It's really just an obsession on top of it just being envy. And I think he should go home and work on his envy wherever he ends up, because he has plenty of possibilities, but, you know, whatever. I'll go ahead and land the plane.
All right, thank you. And Terry, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna rotate you down.
Hold on.
What? What did he say? Hold on. I'm sorry, Terry. You can come back up, but we're gonna be rotating the stage because there's gonna be a lot of people up. Okay, so let's see. Tether Think Tank, have you been in the room long?
Oh snap! I just came up a few minutes ago. I haven't heard very much, but anti-Black American immigrants. That's a very interesting framing.
You know who Big Groove is?
No. Who is that?
Can you look them up? Can you go on can you just log off or I've asked everybody to research, you know, go on social media real quick and just look at Big Groove.
Okay. So so these people who are anti-Black American, you
know who that is? Big Groove, Myron Gaines, Ashley Gonzalez.
Okay. I've heard of Myron Gaines. I don't know who Ashley Gonzalez is.
She's a Texas cop that targets Black Americans. Well, she used to. She's been fired. Shout out to Black Americans. And she racially profiles Black Americans and says the N-word online.
So he just doesn't know anything, huh?
Right.
Well, I would say I see more anti-Black American rhetoric coming from FBAs than anybody else, to be honest with you. I've heard FBAs call African Americans.
Miss Loves, hold on, Tether. How many times we heard that from all the same one of them?
It's gonna be that.
Because the truth,
you know what?
The truth doesn't change. The truth doesn't change.
My husband just asked me, how many times do you hear that a night?
Because it's true. It's not. So
the whole world isn't crazy. Fault. It's the Blacks' fault, right? It's the Blacks. We are the issue.
The issue here is you think that FBAs represent all African Americans. This is not the case.
No, who said that? Why would you say I think that?
The prompt don't have nothing to do with FBA.
I know, right? Why is y'all even talking about FBA? The prompt doesn't say
FBA at all. But y'all somehow.
That's the elephant in the room that nobody's discussing. Okay, but Myron Gaines is a raccoon. Myron Gaines off rip, that's a raccoon. He does not represent Africans. You guys pretend like Myron Gaines is representing all Africans. This is a mistake. He's over there with the white people.
You know what? Tell the think tank. We're not pretending that he represents all Africans. The issue is we don't see you guys calling out these anti-Black American immigrants at all. We don't see you guys doing that.
We don't mess with them. I don't mess with these people. So, well, it's kind of crazy.
You just ignore them, but you won't call them out, right?
Okay, I think this is like an expression of main character syndrome. Why would Africans have their own? They have their own things to worry about. Why would an African come online and rail against the enemies of FBAs? In what world does that happen? Why would we center FBAs in what is important for Africans? How does that work? You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you the center of what we have to worry about? Can anybody explain that?
Okay.
The same way, hold on, bro. Let me get it.
Go ahead.
The same way you just came off your mic and started talking about FBAs when the prompt doesn't say FBA. Nobody in the room said
Everybody
anything
here
about
is an
it.
FBA. All these people here you're either an FBA or some
I'm
kind of
talking
an
right now.
indigenous.
I ain't interrupt you while you were talking. I'm
Okay,
talking
go
right
ahead.
now.
Go ahead.
But your main talking point, as soon as you came off your mic, was talking about FBAs. And the prompt says anti-Black American immigrant. And you began to flip it and say, well, I do see Black Americans. You can't see nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know nobody on the screen. Well, I've seen Marvin Gaines.
Yeah,
You're
he's a
oblivious
raccoon.
to.
That's a
Hey, man,
whole
I didn't
raccoon.
interrupt you while you
Hold
were
on,
talking, my
Tyler
G.
Think Tank.
Control
Don't
yourself.
interrupt, please. Hold on. Prince, I'm gonna drop you down. Thanks for coming up. You can come back up. We got to get to some more people. Finest, I'm gonna rotate you down too. Thank you for coming up. Finish. I'm sorry, human.
It's all good. I'm gonna make it short, but it just seems that if you're oblivious to the people on the screen and you're oblivious to anti-Black American image and you're just so oblivious to everything, why did you even come on the panel to talk? It seems like you just want to talk
Right.
about
If you don't
FBA,
know,
which the prompt is
if you
not
don't
about.
know, if you ain't, he got the point to the think tank. I know I invited you, but it seemed like you don't know who these people are. You don't know who Big
I
Groove
see a
is.
Mexican lady and some.
That's Ashley Gonzalez. So she
Okay.
got a name and she did something. And then we got
Okay.
Big Groove who's doing something now. And then we got Myron Gaines. But if you don't know, you know what I mean? If you don't know these people and you
But
know what I mean?
is this meant to say that all immigrants are anti-Black American? Is this supposed
No,
to be
no one's
communicated?
using all. We don't never use all.
Okay.
It's the problem is why aren't they being held accountable by their immigrant groups like Ashley Gonzalez? Every time I scroll down TikTok, we support Ashley Gonzalez, Black fatigue. You know, they had it coming. We're sick of them N-words. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not all.
Okay.
But it's no one. As far as the Latino community, I see some people calling them out, that's what I'm talking about. Prime example, the Latino community. It's actually some people in the Latino community where you can noticeably see that they're actually calling their people out, even though they get slammed too. But at least they actively doing it. However, it is more people in the Latino community who agree with Ashley Gonzalez. But at least I know this is some people trying. You know what I
Right, but
mean? But
every community will have their raccoons. I think what
no,
you.
I'm saying you ain't hear me. I'm saying where is the people from the African continent in large numbers calling out Myron Gaines, calling out Big Groove? Where are you guys?
In
But you
my
already told me y'all don't have time for that, right?
Well, no, I say we've called out Myron Gaines. He does not he's like some Sudanese sellout who is over there with the white folks. These people unfortunately exist in every community. I'm sure you would
Hold on,
agree that
Landry, too.
Clarence Thomas is you would consider him a raccoon too, I assume. So I think these are people
Hold
unfortunately
on,
who
Landry.
exist in every community, and this is just a fact of human nature. And I land.
Can I rebut him?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to say
Interesting.
the issue that I have with Tether Think Tank, not only the fact that he came up here and he is playing willfully obtuse, right? Because everybody heard about Ashley Gonzalez. I'm pretty sure he knows of his fellow Tethers, since he is supposedly supposed to be a Tether Think Tank. Doesn't really sound as though he's doing very much thinking in the tank. Is he? Just doing a whole lot of the tetherism. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there really quickly. My issue with you is that you lack accountability. You use Clarence Thomas and you're using raccoon as though that's something that applies to Africans. The thing of the matter is you're not checking a big Groove and you're not checking a Myron Gaines because the both of them acted. That's just typical behavior for you guys. Kissing up to the white tea man. This is just typical behavior. So that's why you don't see an issue. But we're talking about your community and how you guys literally do stuff that undermines us and also perpetuates this negative connotation of us looking like baboons. So, you know, and your response is that there's one in every community. No, we're not the same like you. So no, it's not the same. I'll go ahead and land.
How am I supposed to check people who are unknown to me? Number one, what do you want me to do? You want me to write a strongly
Where was
worded
the
email?
accountability in your
What accountability? When you say accountability,
who said they wanted to say something else? Human or FBA? Oh, JT. Go ahead. 20 seconds to the think tank. So.
Okay, I'm gonna land. So you say you want me to hold these people accountable. These are online people, ostensibly. I don't know what this Mexican lady's all about. And this guy, is he some kind of influencer? Maybe, I don't know. Whatever he does, these are online personalities. What would you have Africans do? Why would? Do you know how many other things that there are to worry about than holding these people accountable? I agree with you. If they're doing all this off-code stuff, then they are raccoons. I agree with you. So you're not going to get any pushback from me. But to expect me to spend precious time of my waking life holding people accountable because you're offended by them, I think that's unreasonable. And I'm going to land.
Go ahead, JT. JT, you want to unmute?
Yes, ma'am. I tell you what, I'm walking out to my car. I'll catch the next one.
All right.
Can I respond?
Go ahead, FBA Maroon.
Yeah. First off, he came in here lying. How did you know that was a Mexican woman on a poster like that? How did you know Big Groove was an influencer? You know, we never said those things. We just said, what is this guy doing? And why are you guys not holding him accountable? Then Ms. Loves proceeded to explain. So tell the think tank the issue is, in so many words, y'all don't see a problem with what they're doing. And most Africans agree with Myron Gaines. His platform has plenty of Africans following him. Hold on, tell the thing. I just sat here and listened to you lie for a long time. You know, y'all come in tiptoeing, thinking we don't know, thinking we stupid, thinking that we don't know no better. And this is why we delineated. This is why the term foundational Black American came into play. Indigenous American came into play. This is why, because people are tired of dealing with y'all. Y'all never see nothing wrong. I asked the question, why y'all don't hold your leaders accountable? Nobody gave me an answer. And yeah, y'all agree. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all agree with them.
I've already explained we don't agree.
I'm gonna rotate you down. You can come back up. I give you a final say. Go ahead, tell the think tank.
No, we don't agree. These people, what you're doing is that you are, broad brushing all Africans. Because Myron Gaines is an African, therefore he speaks for all Africans. This is called stereotyping, right? So one African says something you don't like, that's all of us. So this is very dangerous rhetoric because people on the other side can do the same thing. If we should be able to have discussions and not demonize each other or take away each other's humanity. You're trying to dehumanize me in this rhetoric. I'm just pointing that out. It's what you're doing is not fair. It's not an accurate representation. And these people do not represent me. So do not confuse me with Myron Gaines. I've already explained to you, he is a raccoon, and my silence against him, I'm not going to waste time on a raccoon. How much time? When are you guys holding Clarence Thomas accountable for striking down voting?
Ms. Love, did I say Myron Gaines was the leader? Did I say that?
He represents me, and I'm personally responsible.
I never said he represents y'all. I said y'all agree with him. It's a difference.
I don't agree. That's a lie.
Okay,
see,
hold on.
In doing that, you're lying.
I gotta bring my mind up, so I'm gonna rotate you down. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Saying don't say that he represents all Africans. He represents himself. Just like nobody in this room represents all Black Americans. You represent yourself. Stop saying we, say I. I can only speak for I can't speak for the whole group, and I land.
Okay,
but you came with
I'm back. Go ahead, Helicopter. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So how you doing, Love?
Hey,
You hear me?
helicopter. Yep, hey.
Okay, how y'all doing, man? I'm enjoying this Orlando trip. But anyway, the problem I got right now with Tether Think Tank, right, is you always like to come on here and try to play victim, or you try to make it seem like everything is the exception instead of the norm, right? But what we don't want you to do is to continue to act like none of these goddamn platforms exist. Because the problem is, whenever you Africans get a platform and a whole bunch of people, you immediately start talking shit about us, right? I'll give you a prime example. We got a platform right now, it's got 8 or 9 spaces. Every single night, 9 Africans, 10 Africans, y'all come up at various times of the evening and y'all come on here talking all this BS about foundation of Black Americans this, it's the YT man this, y'all ain't saved yourself, y'all can't do this, African that, y'all don't have this, y'all don't have that. And then we'll say, you know what, every time an African comes on this panel, they say some crazy shit. And then your silly ass be like, oh no, that's not the normal. They don't represent everybody. That's just an exception. No, they represent every single one of y'all that come up on this panel. So can you please explain to me how every single one of y'all could come up on this panel and talk crazy shit? Every single one of y'all get a platform and talk crazy shit, but all of a sudden now y'all the exception. And stick to the question, bro.
Again, this is just represents just lazy thinking on your part, unfortunately. So social media algorithms have the effect of polarizing people into the extremes and putting people into their own private realities. So what happens in many instances is that people get into these echo chambers where they just repeat over and over again things that they already agree with. This dynamic is what's causing this polarization. This notion that all Africans have the same thought process, we're all the same person. I have to assume that you are getting this from your echo chamber. And on the other side too, there are Africans who think that all.
Well, let's not assume. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's not assume.
This is a reflection of your
Let's
echo
stick to
chamber,
you
sir.
Africans that come up on this panel. Stick to the Africans that come on this panel and this panel only. Why are you going to say that you Africans that come on this panel, y'all the exception and not the norm? Stick to you guys, including yourself.
Okay, I'm an individual. I'm Igbo. I'm from Nigeria. There's 54 countries in Africa. There's 3,000 different tribes. I cannot speak for all
I said the
Africans.
Africans that come on this panel, not the 54 countries or the goddamn million tribes. Focus on you and your fellow Africans that come on this panel. You got one that's 2 spaces over from you. Talk about him as well.
Talk about him regarding what? This whole
Regarding
thing is
how y'all
about.
come up on this panel,
Right.
every single one of y'all, let's say 10 Africans come on this panel. So we'll have 10 contacts with an African and we'll
Right.
say, hey guy, why is it that the 10 Africans that we came across are all pieces of crap? Oh man, they don't represent all 10.
Listen to
they
your
just
question.
represent they just represent the random Africans
Did
that
you
we've
hear
never
your
seen
question?
before.
Why are all Africans pieces of crap? That's
And
your
all the
question.
ones that come up on this panel and act like pieces of crap. So you can't even focus on the question. I said stick to the ones on this panel, and you immediately talked about 54 continents, 1,000 tribes, 15 million languages, all these clicks and pops and all that crazy shit. Stick to the Africans that come on this panel to include yourself, and why y'all come on here and acting crazy and then act like you're the victim or the exception. Go.
I can't help that you're having this emotional outburst, sir. I blame
That was
the
an
school
emotional
system.
outburst when I got asked this
I
question.
blame the school
Stop
system. Honestly,
deflecting.
I think you
Stop
were failed
playing
by
the
the school
game.
system.
Stop with the bullshit. Stop talking about the school system. Ain't got shit to do with this question I'm asking you. If the school system is the reason why you come on this panel and be disrespectful every time you come up on here, fine. I'll blame you for going to that school system. I will blame your parents for sending you to that school system. But at some point, you're going to have to take accountability for the bullshit that you come on this panel and spew every single time, sir. And why do you do that every single time you come up here?
Because reasonable people can disagree. We don't have to. You're not going to thought police me. That's number one. I have my own thoughts and opinions based on my own experience. I'm sure you do too. There's no way that there's no lever of influence that you have that's going to force me to adopt your attitudes and opinions. That's not how America works. That's not how reality works. So we have to agree that people have different frames of reference, different points of view. So this notion that why do you
I'm
think
handing to you for a minute. You on FBA, okay?
All right, cool.
this notion that everybody has to agree with your view is just a childish view.
Not about agreeing with my view. It's about.
It is, sir.
I just said 10 Africans will come up here and say the exact same thing, and now you're saying, "Oh, we're individuals. I don't speak like that. That doesn't represent. I don't represent them." But you saying the same shit they saying
It's
right
because
now.
the
You're
whole
saying
world
the
isn't
same
crazy.
shit.
It's because the whole
Can I
world
ask a
isn't
question?
crazy.
Can I ask a question?
Helicopter, can I?
Everybody stay on mute,
I don't
please.
want no questions from everybody else.
Yeah,
Go
hold
ahead,
on.
bro.
Yeah, everybody, please just let y'all know. Please stay on mute. We don't need background noise when they're going back and forth. Just let them go ahead and finish it. But I was going to add that, this is a great example. Again, they don't take accountability. They don't understand us. And most of the
Accountability
time,
for what?
hold on, Tether Think Tank, we let you speak. This is a great example of how they just simply don't care about us. They come here to take. And now that ICE is coming, now everybody want to cry. Hold on, Tether Think Tank, hold on. Now that ICE is coming, everybody want to cry foul. Everybody want to cry for unity. Everybody want to cry for help. There's the time for unity was over 500 plus years ago. And really, if you want to be immediate, 60 years ago, when the Immigration Act that our ancestors fought for got approved for y'all. So we just can't keep going on in circles with y'all trying to say, well, what about this? What about ism? I'm gonna be real with you. The old me would have been like, oh, Clarence Thomas is a rack, whatever. The new me is like, man, I just listened to Clarence Thomas talk at the University of Texas, and he was making a lot of sense that we need to take our country back. It's our country. We know how to work it. We know how to use it. So it just is what it is. But I'll go back to OG helicopter salute to you. Yeah, and remember, these little musty Negroes over here in Orlando, I just want to let you know that. That's why I left Orlando.
Oh, I done ran into a couple of them, but I'm going to go ahead and let Tether keep on babbling before I ask him the direct question again that he's going to avoid. Go ahead, Tether.
Keep on babbling. I don't know what I'm responding to. You're the one with this victimhood complex. You assume that you are the center of the world. Like everybody has you in the center of their mind. That's not the case. People have their own problems. They have their own issues that they're dealing with. So we could come on these panels and discuss whatever the topic is, but outside of social media, FBA is not a thing. You guys exist only on social media.
All right, so let me ask you a question real quick, sir. What have you said just now that you haven't said every single night you came up here?
What does that have to do with anything? The truth, it remains the truth. So the truth doesn't change. So when I say something, it's because it's true. Notice how you haven't said
a lie can be told enough times and be believed as a truth. That's what you're doing, sir. Coming up here every single day saying the same thing over and over and over again does not make it true. It's still a lie. And you still haven't addressed why you come up over here and say the same exact thing that everybody else on this panel says, but you somehow the exception. Why are you the exception somehow, but you say the same thing? It's 54 countries in Africa. It's 1,000 tribes. That's not me. I've never heard nobody say that before. I don't know who Ashley Babbitt. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who that. Y'all all say the exact same thing, Tether. And all I'm asking you is what makes you exceptional from everybody else? And you still have not answered that question. So I'm going to ask it one last time before we move on to another person. Don't mention any of the other cliches, the 5 or 6 ones that you mentioned before. What makes you, Tether Think Tank, the exception from all of the other Africans that come up here and say the exact same thing that you say? Go.
I'm on mute. I am me. I cannot speak for anybody else other than me. You want me to be the spokesperson for all Africans. That's not how the reality works, sir. You don't speak for all Black people in America. I don't speak for all Africans. I speak for me and my own narrow frame of reference. So you trying to stereotype all Africans because you guys say the same thing, that doesn't work. If you want people's opinion, ask them. So I can't assume that helicopter, whatever the hell your name is, you speak for all Black people because you are just a Black redneck online, to be honest.
All right, land your plane, Think Tank. That's it. All right, OG. So the first person we had was Jublani on the panel, and then it was Aaron.
Wait a minute, okay. I want to go with Aaron. Ladies first. Okay, Tether Think Tank. I hope you stay around. I'm gonna rotate the stage. We got a lot of people in the queue. Hopefully you can stay around. All right, thank you. Aaron, hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
Yeah, doing good. I came up here because of what he was saying. Honestly, I want to say this to my...
Wait a minute, Aaron, what's your ethnicity?
Black American.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, trust me. Like, I know I'm fair skinned, but these people do GLPD, and that's what I came up with. Gaslight, lie, project, and deflect. That's what white people do. That's what they do. It's on a loop. And then here we come with a whole bunch of African people, and they have been taught that by the whitey person. So, like, it's so freaking annoying to the point of no existence, and that's why I came up here. Honestly, that's why I came up. That's it.
Well, thank you so much. We're gonna rotate you down. Thank you for coming up. Um, okay. Jubilani, how you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm fine. What's your ethnicity?
Caribbean.
Okay, hey, what do you have to add to the discussion about anti-Black American immigrants?
Well, basically, I want to address what y'all been talking about because I find it confusing because y'all speaking about 10 Africans and social media people that holds no power, holds no control over you, over Black people in America. So I don't even understand how y'all, with what's going on right now in this country, the attack on Black people, that y'all are focusing on people that holds no power at all. These social media people y'all speaking of holds no power. They're not in your Senate. They're not in your Supreme Court. They don't pass no legislation. They don't pass no laws. They does nothing but sit on the social media and talk. So y'all sitting here focusing and trying to shine a light on them while Black people in America is facing a serious attack. They planning a serious attack on Black people, period. Whether we African, Caribbean, Black Americans, period. We all Black. So, so the ideology is y'all promoting FBA, supposed to be fundamental Black Americans, but yet you're not attacking or
That's
going after the people.
foundational. Go ahead.
Okay, so foundational Black Americans. Okay, so y'all supposed to be protecting Black Americans, but y'all not protecting Black Americans. You're not attacking the ones who actually hold power over y'all. Y'all attacking people who do not hold power. Y'all not attacking Clarence Thomas because he holds the power. Y'all not attacking y'all senators because they hold the power. Y'all not holding y'all legislators because they hold the power. Social media people holds no power. So y'all sitting here every day, oh, this lady said something on social media, and this next one says something on social media, or Byron says something on social media, or 10 Africans came up here and they say something. They hold no power. They can do nothing to Black people in America. They cannot do.
Okay,
They cannot
land your
help Black
plane.
people.
Land your plane.
Okay, so I'll land my plane because I know it's a biased platform. So
Hold on, Jubilani. Why would you say that? You've been talking almost a minute. Everybody gets a minute.
because
And
I'm listening for
what you thought
yeah,
you was gonna get up here and do a whole speech?
no.
Well,
Number
what are
one,
you talking about?
you asked me why I said it's a biased
No,
thing.
you said this is a biased space. Why would you say that? And
All right, I'm
I'm
about to
giving you
explain
the same amount of
to
time
you.
I give everybody else.
Oh, so
What did
you want
you
to ask
think?
a question
What
for
did
me to
you think?
explain or no?
Did you think you was gonna come up here on this stage and have a whole speech? How long you thought you was gonna talk? And then you want to throw me a shot. Now you can land your plane.
Do I answer the bias question or
No,
I'll go
you gonna
past
just
that?
land your plane. You said enough. You said enough. You should have said that. No. The hell? Who did that?
Okay, so I got
Just land
a
your
minute. All
plane.
right, okay. Yeah, so let me continue. Right?
20 seconds.
Okay. Y'all worry about the wrong thing instead of worrying about who actually holds y'all power. Y'all are about Africans and Caribbean people, and we have Black lands. We are the majority on our lands. Y'all are not the majority in America, but y'all worrying about Black people. That is crazy. And I add my plane.
Can I please respond?
Please do.
Now, you got up here. Mind you, the prompt is talking about anti-Black American immigrants. It didn't specify African or Caribbean. The prompt says anti-Black American immigrants. And then you begin to go on the spiel of we're all Black. Y'all be trying to downsize and downplay us into this one homogenous group, and we not. We not you and you not us. Nobody on this panel is biased. You had the correct amount of times to speak like anybody else. What you did was ramble on and didn't answer the prompt at all, just like Tether Think Tank just did. He got up here and said he didn't know anybody on the screen and didn't know anything, but he knows how to bring up FBA in the snap of a heartbeat. Hey man, just start being able to have the conversation, answer the actual question that's on the screen, and hold yourself, if not yourself, then other people accountable. Because this prompt doesn't say Africans, the prompt doesn't say Caribbeans, it says anti-Black American immigrants. But y'all refuse to answer and respond to that because y'all know the entire world is anti-Black. In specific, it's anti-Black American, and y'all don't want to point that out. And it's too obvious now. It's way too obvious for y'all to keep pretending like we can't see it. If you can't see it and it doesn't mean anything, and it's so just out of the radar and off of the spectrum, it doesn't mean anything, why you up here talking about it? Why did you click to come on the panel and talk about it? If it's so minuscule and it doesn't mean anything, why are y'all always here? I land my plane.
So I get to respond or no?
Yeah,
Can I chime in?
yeah. You can respond. Hold on, who's that with the background? You can respond. You can have your final say. JT, did you have something to say to him or something?
I did too. I
Okay.
wanted to respond to him.
Okay.
Did you want to let him respond to that first?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
respond. Go ahead,
okay.
Jubilani, and then you, JT.
Okay, it's Jabulani.
Well,
Jabu
Jabulani,
Lani.
go ahead, Jabulani.
Thank you. Now, you didn't answer none, respond to none what I said. Okay, what I said is about Black Americans not focusing on what is their main problem. That is what I spoke about. Okay, our main problem in America right now is the system that's attacking us, that's coming for us.
Ain't no hour. You not a Black American.
Okay, so let me put it like this. Okay, the civil rights, since you want to go there, the civil rights of vote has nothing to do with immigrants. You're right. So they ain't attacking us. They attacking you. They taking your votes to your votes to your right to vote. They're not doing us that. Because if we go back to Africa, or we go back to Trinidad, or go back to the Caribbean, we can vote. We have our rights. So yes, you are right. They are not attacking us. They are attacking you. They're attacking your laws that you say you fight for in 1965. They're not attacking us. These laws that they changing is not immigration laws. These laws that they changing are American laws, are Black American laws that used to protect y'all, not us. So
All right.
you are right.
Thank you. Go ahead, JT. Your minute was up, Jubilani. Go ahead, JT. Unmute your mic, JT.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me now? Oh,
Yeah.
hello. Can y'all hear me any better now?
Yeah.
All right. So, first things first. What he got up here to say was kind of crazy, and it's part of the problem that immigrants feel like they can tell us what we need to be worried about. Here is a man who's a Caribbean, right? Who fled his homeland. He didn't worry about his issues back in the Caribbean, wherever that might be. He packed his bags and he fled. He left all of his responsibilities behind to come to America, where our elders created things for us, fought against white supremacy, right? Had a whole civil rights movement that he and his family can now benefit from, because now they don't have to be over in his country, living off of dirt cookies, right? And he said, well, we don't have any power. Immigrants don't have any power in this country. Are you crazy? Have you ever heard of Kamala Harris? She has a Caribbean background. How about Candace Owens, right? One of the worst tethers in American history. Ever heard of Byron Donalds? Another tether. Winsome Sears. All of these people who on a political level work to undermine Black Americans in any way possible that they can. You can throw in Barack Obama. He has African ancestry as well. Or you can throw in Myron Gaines. He has African ancestry as well. See, these are all people that we're naming, right, that have some type of political influence, right? We know one was the president of the United States. One was the
JT,
vice
you
president.
got to land your plane.
Okay. One was the vice president of the United States. So the issue isn't just if immigrants have power over it is a situation where, unfortunately, we've allowed immigrants to have power over us. And so when we do that, almost in every case, these people who have immigrant backgrounds who are in political positions almost always work to undermine the Black American people. So yes, we have a right as Black Americans to push back and say we do not want immigrants in our politics. And if you can't stay out of our politics, just stay in your homelands. I'll end with that.
It's funny, right? You sit here and you talk about immigrants in your politics. 90% of your elected house is immigrants. 90% of those white people that's in your Senate, that's in your representatives, are immigrants. They are from immigrant backgrounds. Okay, so you wanna caper now to say that black immigrants are coming into power, while for what 200 years of your country's existence, 90% of the people that in power was white immigrants. They either Scottish, Irish, Italian. They're all immigrants. So for you now, when you have black people in power, you have a problem with it because they're immigrants. But you had no problem for 200 years with white immigrants.
Hold on a second, look. Hold on real quick. I got to stop this nonsense real quick, bro. I don't like this shit is so freaking aggravating. This is why I've taken a couple days off this goddamn panel, because this shit is aggravating. Y'all say that same thing over and over and over again. Oh, the YT man came over here. The YT man's in your politics. Why you going in on us when it's the YT man is the same? He's an immigrant too. What part of you guys look like us, you act like us, and you take from us because you move into our neighborhoods and you check the same block as us and you check the immigrant block and you get double the benefits? Do you not understand? Let me say that one more time. You guys come into our neighborhoods, you look like us, you act like us, you try to sound like us, you check the block to get our benefits, and you check the immigrant block to get your shit too. What about that should we be cool with, sir? Stop mentioning the YT man and focus on that question. What about that bull that y'all doing should we be okay with as foundational black Americans?
Do we even want him to answer it? I'm not
Yeah,
even
please. I
sure
would
what
love,
to
I
say.
would
Yeah,
love to
he's not going to give an honest answer. He's
answer
not
that
going to give
question.
an honest answer.
I would
Move
answer that
on.
question.
Yeah, right.
The only,
Thank you for coming up.
yeah.
Hey Landry. Hold on.
Hey, Ms. Love, how you doing?
I'm fine. Bellamy, how you doing?
Yes, ma'am. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Human, I'm gonna rotate you down, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All
Nice
right.
having
Thank you so much for participating. You can
you. All
come
right,
back
God
up
bless.
if you ain't doing nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna come back through. God bless.
All right, God bless. Okay. Hey Bellamy, how you doing? What you think about the prompt?
Uh, yes. Thanks for having me once again. It's been a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Miss your panel, man. This is a good space. You host a good space.
Thank you.
Your mods do a little too much at times, but you know what I mean? We gonna let that rock. Anti-black American immigrants. Yeah, I do believe they exist. Prime example, Myron Gaines and the Ashley Gonzalez lady. You know, what I mean, I do believe that obviously they do exist, right? But I mean, they don't encompass the entirety of black immigrants immigrating to this country. You know what I mean? And we focus on these individuals because it's convenient. Here they go. They all think like this. They all do this, and they all have the same thought processes. It's a convenience of it. And I say that the same thing I always say. I mean, what are black Americans more affected by? The mom and pop immigrant shops or racism in America? You know what I mean? Actively, you got your president in the office that's enriching himself and his family. You know, what I mean, not too much focus on that. Actively in the South, they're rolling back voting rights for Black Americans in the South. We don't seem to be entirely focused on that. But the people that you claim are less than, you know, what I mean, that's who you focus on. And this is giving them the examples. I mean, I speak firmly against what the person said. I don't even know if I can call him a brother, Myron Gaines. You know what I mean? That's very ignorant, vulgar. But you know what I mean? We shouldn't use these examples to kind of paint this broader brush on all immigrants. It's very unfortunate.
All right, thank you, Bellamy. Jay, you want to respond to Bellamy?
Uh,
Hey,
yeah, I gotta respond. Yeah, hey, Lil's Word. I'm gonna
hey,
be
Jay.
honest. I don't feel right saying anything without speaking to you
Oh
first.
yeah,
I'm
no.
touching.
Hey,
Love
you
you,
know we
folks.
gonna speak.
How you doing? How you
Hey,
doing? Hey,
I'm
shout out to
hanging
the
in there.
panel. I see that. Stay in there. What's good, Maroon? What's up, JT?
What's up? What's going on, pimp? Man, we hanging
What's
in
up,
there,
what's up?
dog. Already. All right. Look, this is what I got to say to Bellamy. Look, man, the anti-Black American immigrants is a very huge problem, and the problem is that they not just anti-Black, they anti whatever party that they opt to they use that party to literally they use that in the quote unquote First Amendment freedom of speech to literally down talk Black Americans and put themselves up above
I'm sorry,
Black
brother. I
Americans.
thought you were supposed to respond to me and what I
I
said.
am I am responding to what you said. Is you gonna let me
You
finish?
sound like you're responding to the prompt, brother. Yeah.
Bruh, is you gonna let me finish or is you gonna stop? Like real talk, y'all see this what I be saying, man. Y'all can't control y'all impulse. That reptile side of y'all brain just start acting up. Calm down. Now, like I was saying, bruh, they literally come over here and use whatever party they represent in freedom of speech to down talk Black Americans. So you saying that you just don't know if you like just saying, well, I just disagree with Myra Gaines with what he said. Nah, bruh. Y'all be really tripping, bro. Like real talk. I'm gonna be honest. And another thing, I don't even care to say too much to you, Bellamy. I'll wait till it's my time to answer the prompt.
Okay. Okay. So Bellamy, did anybody else want to add something before we give Bellamy his final say? I mean, no, you got something to say, Bellamy?
Yeah, I'll wait for my final say. I mean, I don't know if anybody else had a rebuttal.
Okay. Anybody else? It don't look like nobody else do, Bellamy.
I'll answer. I'll humor him. Yeah, brother. Where does he say he from again? What is he from, Africa or Caribbean? Which one?
I'm from
Jamaican.
Jamaica, but
So
my heritage is African.
okay, so you're Jamaican, and you're saying that you don't see where people talk crazy, but yet y'all come over here with the shower posse, flooding our neighborhoods with all type of DRUGSs, like we forgot. And Jamaicans especially have like the worst mouths over here. So even when we go to Big Groove, Myron Gaines and Ashley Gonzalez, y'all don't see an issue at all because again, y'all agree with the things that they say. And Jamaicans make it very known. Y'all blamed us for a whole I'm gonna just say storm, hurricane that we had nothing to do with when y'all got hit. And Tyrese actually sent a bunch of stuff over. So for you to be over here trying to wag a finger at us and try to say whatever it is that you're really trying to make because you just babbled on and on and on. Yeah, man, that's very disingenuous. Y'all don't want to tell the truth. And I think that's the biggest issue when it comes to y'all anti-blackness against us is y'all really want to center yourselves and try to replace us, yet try to act like us. It's a very weird concept. It's when you HATE something so much to the point that you want to be it so bad to the point you HATE it, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's a very weird dynamic with you Jamaicans, but I'll let you go ahead and respond. And I'm not gonna give this guy too much time.
It's Loves, that's me. All right, so let me say this, brother Kerry. You really didn't really address what I said specifically. You attacked my heritage of where I'm from, and broadcasted me with a brush and saying all Jamaicans are like this, X, Y, and Z. I represent myself, sir. I mean, I am an individual, so you can't say, "Oh, Jamaicans are this and this, and you this and that." You don't know me. I don't know you personally. But let me continue to say that we are again focused on the wrong things, all right? And the reason why, we even come to these platforms and speak, it's not because we care so much or X, Y, and Z. It's because y'all spreading misinformation, right? And it comes across people's feed, and we want to speak against the misinformation and the rhetoric. So it's not, don't center yourself, oh, you out rushing up on our panels doing X, Y, if we don't care so much, because there's children, there's impressionable
Okay,
individuals that
land
will
your
listen to these
plane,
panels
Bellamy.
and they hear these things, the disparaging things that is spewed, and we have to speak against it. So that's just all that is.
Okay. Thank you, Bellamy. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me, Lance.
Well,
Yeah, have a good night. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but that stuttering got on my nerves. You sound like it's ready to say da. That's all, folks.
Lord. Okay. Hey, Bo.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your ethnicity?
I'm Cameroonian.
Hey, are you here in the United States?
Yes, ma'am. I was born in Texas.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what you got to add to the prompt about anti-Black American immigrants?
Yeah, there's almost like dishonesty from Africans that come up here and say that we don't really talk about Black Americans like that. There's definitely a lot of there's definitely anti-Blackness within the communities of immigrants that come to this country, I would say. And I feel like I think it's due we give Black Americans their credit, especially considering the fact that look at the Immigration Act. That's kind of one of the reasons that we were even able to come to this country in the first place. And I don't know, like my dad educated me a lot about Black Americans because he went to HBCU and he's been able to like observe the culture firsthand, be educated on it as well. I'll say it's more ignorance than hate. I'll say, in my opinion, to be honest, it's more ignorance than hate. Like the average African.
H-A-T-E. Y'all love
Oh, I'm
TikTok.
sorry. I didn't know that.
You can't say that.
It's more ignorance than disliking of a group. But I think the disliking part amongst Africans is like very, very loud, and I don't blame Black Americans for thinking that, maybe all Africans are like this. But no, I disagree. There are reasons that anyone can be here and have opportunities that we have. So I just wanted to give some respect. But shoot, that's really all I had to say for real. If anyone wants to respond to me, I don't know.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I don't think anybody has to. Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, okay, look, this ain't the issue. The issue ain't that we think that all Africans dislike us or disrespectful to us. We're not addressing all Africans, we're addressing the ones that are doing it. Y'all keep trying to generalize yourselves. We're not generalizing. We're calling y'all out by exactly which group of Africans that are doing the disrespect. And it's really a handful of y'all. Really, it's too many of y'all because we can't count on our hands nor our feet using our toes to freaking really describe how many of y'all it is. It's just too many of y'all. And with that being said, bro, we just want y'all to go back home. Y'all been coming over here way too goddamn long, abusing opportunity. And not only that, y'all been disrespectful towards us, and we the ones who not even our ancestors are the ones who my grandma's still alive and she participated in the civil rights movement. I got freaking ancestors that are still alive that literally fought for y'all to come over here. And y'all motherfuckers really do not care about none of that. All y'all care about is that, oh, we come from hard times, we faced hard times, we had to deal with these. It don't matter, bro. We all have to deal with freaking trials and tribulations. We just want y'all to respect us for what we did for y'all. Because if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't even been able to come over here to begin with to even have the opportunities that y'all have. Your parents wouldn't even been able to come over here, so you could have been born over here. Like, it's just respect at the end of the day. It ain't about dislike. It ain't about feelings. It's about principality. And that's something that y'all Africans really ain't understanding.
I feel like that's kind of like the whole point of why I came up here to kind of say like, yeah, a lot of Africans are ignorant and / or hate. Not that word. And / for HAT full. That's kind of why I came up here to like see here and say that we shouldn't be because we're y'all reasons that any of us can come here. And do I think the average African is going around and talking bad on Black Americans? No, I don't. I think it's a very loud minority, a very, very loud minority. But, I don't disagree with anything you said.
Supposed to do about that though? Like in your mind, how do we as Black Americans, how do you feel like we should respond to that?
I
I don't blame y'all for responding how you do. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should almost be required to learn about Black American history when you move to this country, because Black American history is American history. So I think it should be like a requirement. And I feel like if the average African was more educated on Black Americans and their struggle and what they've done for this country, they wouldn't have these ideas. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have these like dislikeful ideas or ignorant ideas of, Black Americans in their community. So now some people are just going to be, like bad people. But I think the majority, if you really just do the education, then it goes a long way in my opinion. But yeah, I don't deflect from what y'all are saying. Like, no, Africa has a lot of problems for sure, bro. I agree with that. Africa has so many problems. And for some of us to come to this country and talk down on, people who made it possible for us to come here is crazy. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Miss Loves, could I please respond to him real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get back to the prompt. The prompt is anti-Black American immigrants. I feel like we've kind of got away from the prompt. The prompt is not you guys acknowledging our history, because you guys like to do this thing where you acknowledge our history and then everything just goes away. All the sins are washed away. That's not the prompt. The prompt is, why is it that Big Groove, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows who he is. He's super viral. Even if I didn't even watch his stuff, it is what it is, right? Everyone knows this. Ashley Gonzalez was one of the most viral moments. Myron Gaines been out here a long time creating conflict. None of you all have addressed these people. None of you all addressed the anti-Blackness of Ashley Gonzalez. None of you all addressed Big Groove. I've not seen one African talk about Big Groove, who's doing minstrel shows like back in the early 1900s, or what our ancestors had to make a whole Harlem Renaissance movement in order to fix the image of Black people globally. We've always had to fix the image of Black people globally. When is it that Africans and Caribbeans and whatever, East Indian, Chinese, I don't care where you're from, all immigrants, when is it that they're going to finally step up? Because y'all keep saying y'all know our history. Y'all fought for us. We wouldn't be here because of y'all. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Thank you so much. Now, when is it that you guys are going to step up to the plate and say, hey, stop that HATE towards that Black American? There are people. They are our people. We need to make sure that they're protected. We need to make sure they're good. That's what we're saying. Does that make sense, Bo?
Yeah, I understand. Like that dialogue is necessary. So I understand what you mean.
Answer to that question: when is it that you guys are going to start stepping up to the plate and saying, "Hey, this is not cool, bro"?
I'm not the king of Africa, unfortunately, so I can't speak for all those people.
That's right there. That's
agree
what I'm talking
that,
about.
Like, it should happen though.
Hold on,
sure.
bro. You can't just say me. Oh, I'm not, because everybody that's come up here, I don't know how long you've been listening, but everybody that's come up here has done the same exact thing. Who's African? Oh, I can only speak for me. I ain't the Princess Amunda. Okay, that's fine, bro. We get it. But when are you personally, okay, when are you going to make a people your family members? Because Africans have told us, the ones that are truthful, hey, our parents did tell us to stay away from y'all. They did tell us to stay away from the Akatas. They did tell us to stay away from the Black Americans. Oh, they not good people. But then when stuff happens, it makes sense why y'all don't check it, because it's starting in the home. So now that y'all got this thing going on with immigration and all this other stuff, and everybody, especially the Democratic Party, is asking us to fight for y'all, why should we when y'all don't address the things that are happening out loud? You see what I'm saying? It can't be covert. Where's the overt part?
Okay, we got to land the plane so we can clear the stage some, because we got people in the queue. But Bo, you asking him, you want him to answer that?
Yeah, if he wants to.
I don't like Big Groove either. I think he is a minstrel and whatnot. I don't claim him like at all. I've seen his videos for years. I mean, I'm doing my part. I can only tell people around me to do their part. Like when George Floyd passed away, I was there. For my university, I organized. We did a march for MLK Day. I mean, I was one of the organizers for that too. So I'm definitely doing what I can. Again, like, all I can do is really be a voice about it and whatnot. But for you to be like, oh, when are y'all going to, is like, it's just, that's just an impossible question to ask someone. Like, when are y'all going to do this? Like, what? You know what I mean?
It's just part of African culture, though, bro. When you look at the African continent, even today, all you see is xenophobia and tribalism that keeps Africans divided. I think it's a cultural issue that many Africans will never address because you haven't addressed it in centuries on the
I
continent.
think I think a lot of Africans do address it, like for sure. A lot of Africans
Right
address
now,
tribalism.
right now, what's going on in South Africa right now with the Nigerians? See, that's tribalism. That's xenophobia. What happened with the Hutus and the Tutsis in the 90s? See, it's the problem is that y'all keep pretending that it's not an issue, and we're tired of talking about it, which is why the brother said we would just rather not have y'all around because it's just a game for y'all. Y'all do the same thing on the continent. People are just tired of it. If you ever wonder why Nigerians in particular are being kicked out of nearly every country that they're moving to, nobody wants them around, bro. That's a problem. That's not an FBA problem. It's a problem with your cultures. And unless y'all address it, it's always going to be a problem.
What African denies tribalism and stuff like that? I don't think any African denies it.
You're denying that it's an issue because you're not addressing it, bro.
I think the average African would address that as definitely an issue. You know what I mean? Like I'm addressing it right now as an issue.
Right now. It's on the continent right now. It's been on the continent for centuries. Y'all had a G-side in the 90s. You remember that? If that's not an eye-opening experience for you, bro, I don't know what is. Right before this situation that's happening in South Africa, the same situation was happening in Ghana. But I don't hear y'all crying out, trying to have some type of reform on the continent to fix these issues, and you're definitely not talking about it here in the States either.
FBA, some of them probably feel like they out. They ain't gonna help them over there, and they ain't gonna help us.
I agree. And that's what the point I was trying to get to. I think that's the point I was trying to get to was there's so much conflicts happening over there that even our president had to drop a boom boom over there in, Nigeria because it just got so bad. And I think that's what a lot of people that are coming up here, a lot of the Africans and Caribbeans are coming up tonight. They're trying to center them oneselves. But we mobilize. We just got done talking about what was going on in South Africa in the 60s. I bet most people don't even know when Mandela came over here, he said, I do not identify with the Black Americans bump y'all, even though we were the ones mobilizing with each other. It started as an individual effort and we turned it into a mass movement of us to help y'all. We helped Ethiopia. We had that Ethiopian girl up here last night. We helped them. So this is what we're saying is that there's been no reciprocation of how we're outraged about what happens to y'all, fixing y'all image, right? Because the only thing we saw of y'all was Sally Struthers. And that's not to be denigrating. That's just the truth. We thought Africa was a desert and it was just, y'all was just hungry, right? And then we said, you know what, we're going to put on the kufi. We're going to put on the dashikis. We're going to put all this stuff. And we had a whole Pan-African movement. So it's not about, I can't do nothing. I only speak for myself. That's cool. But just know when we delineate and we say certain stuff and we defend ourselves from Big Groove, Myron Gaines, Ashley Gonzalez, whoever, the Indian people when the boy was down there at the gas station in Houston and they had took a picture of his whatever, I gotta use TikTok friendly language, but his airless. Yeah, we have outrage. They don't. That's my issue.
I agree, definitely. I think.
Okay, hold on, Bo. Just 10 seconds. We got to get to the other people.
I have 10 seconds left, or I'm done right now.
All right, thank you for coming up, Bobo. Hey, Haya, what did you want to add something?
How you doing? Hey, thank you so much, Miss Love. Thank you, panel. I'm gonna talk about the prompt, but I'm gonna also add in what I'm trying to say. So we've been seeing the pattern of folks that have come up here when it comes to anti-Black American immigrants speaking on us. And I think that a lot of the folks that have been coming up have been like, they're not understanding that their silence is also an action. Being silent about something is an individual action. So when someone is like, well, I'm just an individual, your individual silence is the action. And so if every time that these folks come up and are saying something about that's anti-Black American and you say nothing, that is an action. You have made a decision not to say anything about the hate that you're seeing towards Black Americans. That is an action you are taking. And and again, no one is saying that, hey, because a movement starts with, and this FBA is not a movement. That is our lineage. That is our birthright. That is who we are in this country. That is our ethnic group. So, but
And so using me as example, if I see somebody saying some unrealistic stuff about somebody in insert whatever ethnicity that's in America, I as an individual make a decision, okay, that's not right, because that's the caliber of person that I am and the morals that raised me, that says, hey, if I see injustice, I'm going to call out that injustice, because it is an injustice and wrong is wrong no matter who's coming from. So when individuals come and they're like, oh, well, I'm not this. No, you are an individual making individual decisions, and your silence is an individual decision that you are making. And so understand that being silent does not give you a scapegoat from what it is. It is a show that this is what you choose to do with your free will. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everybody's staying blessed.
Yeah, thank you, Iowa. FBA, JT, and Iowa. I'm gonna rotate y'all down. I got to bring new people up, and we got a lot of we got more Black Americans that want to come up. We need spaces for the other guests. Okay. Who is that? Okay. So if you're from another country, or if you're of an immigrant background, not if you're from another country, if you're an immigrant in the United States of America and you have something you want to add, this is a very diverse panel. You're welcome to come up. Do y'all want to say something? Y'all can have open panel. Landry, what do you say? What you got to say about the prompt?
Miss Love, good evening. How
I
you
haven't
doing?
even answered the prompt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. I'm thinking you still here to just talk to the people. Go ahead. Answer the prompt. I'm sorry, Landry. Hold on. My
It's
bad,
all
Jay.
good. No, it's all good. Anti-Black American immigrants. What do you say? Facing racism, fighting stereotypes, building a better America. Let me just say this about these immigrants. They are a comedy special. Myron Gaines, look, Myron Gaines has been embarrassed so many times. It's ridiculous. Like, he literally lost his girlfriend to a roller skating. He's Hispanic in Miami. Like, sir, you need to stop. You talk all that noise about red pill this. I'm not doing this for women. I'm not doing that. And then you lost your woman to a freaking roller skater. So I'm gonna need you to stop. You have no room to talk. Big Groove, I'm gonna need you to stop dancing around here acting a goddamn fool. You got everybody thinking at first you was a black American. You walking around here cosplaying, then you want to go back home to Nigeria and talk about, I'm doing this for Nigeria. Everything is for Nigeria. Okay, all right. Well, keep your ass in Nigeria. How about that? Be Big Groove in Nigeria. Why you gotta come out here to the United States, and then you linking up with Trump from Smokehouse Barbecue, and you over here making a goddamn fool out of his goddamn barbecue? That is a Black American barbecue that you over there making a fool out of. Just out there looking like a big old silverback, grooving and dancing and gyrating all over the goddamn place. Yeah, you got the right name, Big Groove. You need to call yourself Big Gyrator. That's what my grandpa would say. But anyway, and then who that right there? Oh, that's that little Hispanic girl that lost her job, was saying that she liked to arrest Negroes. Uh, yeah. The little Hispanic girl. To the little Hispanic girl. I'm so glad you got fired. And shout out to Auntie, because you know she love pulling up with the receipt. Had that big old folder saying, yeah, she is no longer in Houston PD. She is let go. She has been fired. I was so happy when I got that news. She came up there with that big old folder, flipped that thing out. I said, oh Lord, she done got the folder out, Lord. But yeah, y'all black immigrants or something else. Let's see, who else? Let's talk about Fresh from Fresh and Fit. Also, Marvin Gaye's partner, who don't never be fresh, who be looking dirty, be looking toe up. Then got embarrassed too. Just trash. Look, all of y'all just trash, okay? Y'all just need to go back and fix y'all countries. And I'm gonna need y'all to pack it on up. You know, just go on, get on your good foot, in the words of our ancestor James Brown.
Y'all very annoying, and I land there. Ms. Loves, can I give you some details real quick on Ashley Gonzalez that I wanted you to know?
Yes, sir.
And it adds to Jay's point as well. The mayor of Houston himself had to fire her. The police chief would not fire her. The police chief is also Hispanic, by the way. Just wanted to clarify. Houston PD's police chief is Hispanic, and he would not fire her. So the mayor had to do it.
Wow. Okay.
This is Brother Drama.
Uh-huh.
What do y'all notice about all of the sanctuary states and cities all throughout America? See, I keep on telling you, it's those Democrats. They keep on influxing these people into our communities. What do you notice
We'll
about
give
them?
you,
They
sir.
are
Go ahead. You can say your thing. You can go ahead. I give you 1 minute. Go ahead.
all
Unmute yourself, sir.
sanctuary cities and states. They are all in states and cities where the Democrats are the governors or the mayors. Sanctuary cities and states does not exist in any state or city where the Republicans are the governor or the mayor. Not one. They are all in states and cities where the Democrats are the governors or the mayor. And you and we live, they know we live around in areas where the Democrats are highly populated. It's mostly populated. Okay? As soon as they get here, they send the influx them right into our communities. Them Democrats knows that these people have contempt for us. That's why they let them into our communities to be hostile towards us. Okay? Because they want to replace us. And only a fool would vote for their own replacement.
All right. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming up, brother. Let's see who's supposed to be next. Okay, go ahead, Landry. You want to address the prompt?
Yeah. So it's a statement, right? It's not a question, right?
Yeah, we
I
talking
really
about Big Groove. Why do you think people from the continent, we don't see a lot of calling out of
no.
disrespectful anti-Black American immigrants? Why we don't see a lot of, of their groups calling them out publicly in large numbers?
no. I'm gonna be honest. Them people on the pictures. I really don't know them. I'm not even gonna lie. I think the other guy. I've seen his picture. I've seen
You
his
don't
face
know
on YouTube.
Myron Gaines?
I don't know Myron Gaines. I
Okay, you
promise I
should
do
you,
not.
you should go down and look up
Wait,
Big
hold on.
Groove and see what he do. Type his name in, Big Groove, Myron Gaines, and he just told you what Ashley Gonzalez was. Or you can go on Tea Time or whatever, and so you can get a better idea.
Yeah, but I
Anyway,
still want to just comment on you.
okay,
You
go
say
ahead.
why immigrants not really like joining the movement and things like
No,
that.
no, no. Why they not calling out
Calling out.
anti-Black American HATE?
Right. And I know I'm not gonna go with the individual thing because Maroon and I'm already talking about. We now want to talk about how individually we do it, but I think it's just a lack of education. I mean, I just think that when immigrants come here, for an example, I'll speak for myself. When I came here, because I heard a few people saying the white man told them to like. When you come here, you don't get like coaching or instructions from no white tea on what to do, what to look out for, who to avoid, or none of that. No, you don't get none of that. So for me, for an example, I'm just gonna speak from my experience, my moving here. I just think that when we move here, we just have to realize that like okay, there's an issue with with FBS or Black Americans, so that way we'll know that like okay, we need to speak out. But nobody comes here like when I came here from Cameroon, I didn't come here knowing that like okay, there's an actual problem with Black Americans. Of course, we hear that there's racism in this country and things like that. Of course, we know that like okay, in most countries where there's a white T community and a Black community, there's got to be some kind of attention. But it's until you come here that you now notice that, like, okay, there's a bigger problem. I just feel as though, like, instead of, like, again, if FBAs want to delineate, they can. But I feel as though, especially with black immigrants, because we look a little bit the same, I just feel like as though, like, first of all, us immigrants, we need to find ways to speak out. But I feel like we can easily do it if FBAs, like, speak to us about their struggles, kind of like how this panel is doing. But this panel is, I think, like, right now, FBAs are in the point where they just want to delineate, separate, and all of that. I just feel as though, like, the best way to do it is just because us immigrants, we don't have that information or that education about, like, okay, knowing that there's a problem here and how we can help. I think FBAs need to tell us their story so that way we can work together. For me, what I do at my own level, I'm not no type of person that, like, come here and discredit, like, black history, because I grew up in PG County, Maryland here. Like, I grew up with FBAs. I played football. I was I was a black kicker. I ain't gonna lie, because I was my high school soccer captain. But I played kicker and punter for my high school, so I grew up with FBAs. And I've been around FBAs. I've been to the cookouts at home. So for me, what I do is I educate also my family and know my parents, and I tell me don't hang out with blacks and all that. That's not it. That's generalizing. So the information that I get, just and how much I know about Black Americans by just hanging out with them, I take that information and I spread it across any of my cousins that are coming here just for the summertime or whatever, so that way they understand the history and move accordingly. But not every African family tells black children or black African children are like, okay, when y'all go to school, don't play with black people, and no
Hey,
white
land
teeth
your
sit us
plane,
down.
Landry.
I'm landing my plane to say y'all need to just educate us in a respectful and in a loving way. That's what I think. Because we don't know until we get here. So education is key. I think we need to have conversations about understanding that, like, listen, there's a problem here. When y'all come here, don't S on us. You know, speak up versus telling us that, listen,
Hold
y'all go
on,
back to your
Landry.
country.
All right, land your plane. I'm gonna land your plane. Okay, she left. Anybody have something to say, Maroon, or y'all want to get to the peacemaker?
Nah, Landry been trolling all night in the comments. He's been hearing us talk about Big Groove and Ashley Gonzalez, Myron Gaines. You not ignorant on this, Landry, and I don't believe you was even living in PG County, because all y'all say the same thing. Oh, I lived in PG County, because you know it's a historically rich FBA neighborhood with a long history of successful Black American people. And then you also say, well, it ain't all of us, nigga. It ain't all of us. Yeah. That's nice. But just like I said earlier, it took one person to pay attention a long time ago to what was going on in South Africa, because that situation with Mandela was a very unique one. And they know what happened? We mobilized. That's what we do as foundational Black Americans. So I think this also goes, just like he said, into delineation on why we don't want tether politicians representing us, is because we need to have our own people. We were speaking earlier about why Big Groove does the things that he does. Is because he has no connection to the history. It's nothing for him to disrespect us. They've been disrespecting us all the way back on the continent. They came up with the term Makata before the immigration bill got passed. Like, people really got to recognize that. So they're coming here knowing who we are. You don't even have to know all of our history. You just have to know, you know what, when I come to this land, I need to be respectful. Y'all do get to the immigration office and start talking to YT people, and they tell y'all how to undermine us and all these different things. So yeah, we're not going to play dumb tonight, but I'll land there.
Maroon, no, YTs don't sit. You see, you're just saying things, bro.
Brother, why you reacting to that?
Hold on, peace.
No, peace. Hold on, Maroon. Where did you what office do YTs take us to tell us about y'all? Like, what are you saying, bro? You're supposed to be American and you should know your country more than anybody else, bro. We don't get sat down nowhere to say, hey, listen.
Wasting your time, man.
Oh man, it's really annoying, man. Honestly, bro.
Wow.
Like, you're saying that like we're sat down by YTs. Like, are you, like, I think you're a smart man, Maroon, but sometimes you just, when you're not right, you just say random stuff, bro. Like, what do you mean by we get sat down by YT? Why you kick him down, bro? I got signed out by white tees and no, man. And yes, I went to PG County. I went to PG. I grew up in PG County, Maryland. Went to Duval High School, bro. And all I'm saying is y'all just simply need to just tell us about y'all, right? So that way we will know even how to move in the community. If y'all don't do this, how are we gonna how are we
Okay,
gonna
Landry.
stay quiet?
All right, Landry.
I got something real
No,
quick,
man.
if you don't mind.
Go ahead,
Helicopter, man.
helicopter.
All right, I'm gonna
Y'all can
turn my
have open
camera.
panel if you want helicopter.
I'm gonna turn my camera on real quick before we have open panel. I'm gonna show you something. I'm out here at the airport enjoying the sunset, working on my motorcycle, you know what I'm saying, getting ready for Orlando. And I wanted to show y'all, I decided to do a little experiment tonight, right? So what I've done is I got a little scorecard here, and I got about 10 categories on this joint, right? I'm gonna give y'all the categories and I'm gonna land my plane, okay? The categories are the YT man, 54 countries, 1,000 tribes, we all the same color, y'all picking on us, misinformation, y'all are centered, not me or my friends, Tyreek, and unity, right? Those are the categories. So far, the leading categories are not me and my friends. Okay, there's up to 10 of those. Misinformation, we at 8. And the YT man is at 5 and counting. All right. So I just wanted to let y'all know that when this live is over, I'm going to go on to send Lil the results. And so we're going to see how many times these Africans, the Pan-Africans, come up here and say this shit right here. And I'm going to go ahead and land my plane.
My brother, why do
Yeah,
you do this?
can I say
Why?
something? Because these guys are so salty.
Do
They
you
like to
know?
drop people
Don't you know
because
it
you
was
don't
the white
agree
man
with
that did
them.
this?
Yeah, make
We
fun
are
of us.
all
When we
new
make fun of you,
guys.
you go.
We
When we
are
make
all
fun of you,
new
you start
guys.
crying. Akata,
Oh, Peacemaker, it's
Akata.
not.
Man,
Hold on,
shut up,
Peacemaker. See,
man. You
we're not
sound like a
using
fool, man.
disparaging terms against you. We're just
When
showing
we
you
do,
that y'all are tape recorders.
yes,
All y'all
we
do
use
is
it
just
against
press
you. Then,
play, and we can predict everything that you say, no matter what question we ask you and how
does that
we
change
word the
me?
question. You say the same thing over and over. That's all we're
Mute
trying to say,
me.
Peacemaker. That's
Black,
that's
why
how
don't
I
Thank
you
could
you.
get
look
this.
at us?
That's how I could get this voice down so good,
You
because I
talk.
done heard y'all say it so many times.
Oh,
What
why?
do you mean, my brother? That's all
You
I
do your
heard for like 4
comedy.
weeks
We
straight.
will do
Can I
the
ask
same.
helicopter a question, please?
Me talk because I'm in opposition. That's why.
No,
You
go
want
ahead.
everybody to
Go ahead,
pamper you like,
Peacemaker.
yeah,
Hold on. Go ahead, Peacemaker. We'll hear you out.
yeah. They want people pamper them the way a white man pampers you. I'm not white. I'll tell you the truth. The way I see it, the heart in me does not lie. That's why we don't go out calling
Yes,
people, oh,
Maroon.
don't do this. Oh, don't say this to them. Don't say, it's 50 million of you. It's less than 4 million of us. Why should I hold them back when we're already in the minority? No, you make fun of our accent, you make fun of our names, make fun of our food. Then when we talk back, oh, you're in my land. You need to get out of my country. Only you own America, you 13%. What about the 87%? What do they think? You think everybody will come and pamper you because you're the chosen one? You the blueprint or what? You people are
We are the
ridiculous, man.
blueprint. Are you upset
Of
by
course, you
that,
can claim
Peacemaker?
anything. You built Europe, you built the Pyramid of Giza, you built Africa,
Oh,
but
that's not what we're saying.
Hey,
That's
Greg,
not
no.
what we're
So
saying,
hold on.
Greg,
Toria.
stay on mute, Greg. We
Did
got an
you?
experiment going on right now. Keep going,
Yeah,
Peacemaker.
go ahead and record. I'll tell you the truth. I say that everywhere. All these places you build, the Pyramid of Giza, you built Europe, you built Africa. Did you build for free? Where's your money? Were you working for free? I don't understand. You guys just have an intolerable disposition, and then when people react to it, oh, they're supposed to respect you when you disrespect them because they're in your country. They can't talk back. They need to hold their head down. It doesn't work that way. At least now with me. Maybe people like my brother here from Cameroon can beg you to tell them, come and teach us, come and show us. No, you don't need to show me anything. Some of you, I saw America before you were born.
Land your plane, bro.
I know everything. You can't show me nothing. I operate according to what I know. I'm not going to sit down with you so that you can
teach me what I suppose. What do you know?
Land
You
your
don't
plane,
know
bro.
nothing
Land your
yourself.
plane.
You don't know nothing yourself. Go ahead, man.
Alrighty, family. Let me turn the microphone on real quick. So, Peacemaker himself had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 tick marks on this paper with just his 2-minute submission.
Don't you know? He was going to say
Regrets.
the same thing over and over.
The Black, I got a question for you, bro, and Maroon.
Hold on,
What?
Landry. I just want to let you know. I just wanted to say, Miss Loves, because I don't think we even need an open pen. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm so passionate about this, and I know every time I've spoken, there's been a lot of passion. I got time for this today, is because I personally have a lot of people in my family, right? And one of my uncles retired early from being a lawyer for the NAACP. And when I tell you how many times they would have him fight for something for people of international countries and all that, like a lot of people don't know what the NAACP does, but they do a lot of international work, right? And not one time did we ever think, should we not help these Africans? Should we not help these Caribbeans, these Hispanics, these Chinese, Asians, Europeans, all this other stuff? We have been funding these people to come over here and denigrate us. And then all we ask is, when something happens from one of your own people, check that S. Check it at the door. That's why I'm so passionate about this, because how can we do all this for these people? And then when we're asking plain questions, it's not all of us. It's not all of us. Are you going to paint us with a broad brush? Yeah, I'm going to now. It's to that point because y'all not checking your own. I just wanted to say that. And they're in PG County, by the way. They're in PG County, Landry. So I'm very familiar. It's not that many Africans up there. It's mainly FBA.
There's too many Africans.
FBA, all you do is lie. You
It's
lie.
a country, bro. No, Black.
Yeah, we're not gonna
There's,
check
of course, there's always gonna be
nobody.
more.
You know.
Why would there be more Africans in the FBA in the FBA community, bro? Bro, I promise you, Google it right now. It's too many Africans in PG County, Maryland, bro.
I own
a home here.
You think that's a good thing?
I never.
You
What
think
is it?
that's something to be proud
What is the good
about?
thing?
Y'all should be in Africa and not in America. Why
Bro,
is that a
nah,
proud thing
How
to
many
be
of
boasting
read
about?
the prompt. Yeah, what do y'all think about
Yo, Jamelas?
the Black? You being childish right now, bro. Like, let's have a real conversation, bro. Stop that weird stuff, that accent thing. It's played out. What do y'all think about educated?
I
Go
told
ahead,
him that
Africa.
it can be a comedian, that it sounds funny. White, he call him
You
the
said
white.
that?
The white is not the black. The
But
white.
hold on, though. Y'all, okay, because I feel like
But we
you
not
got.
gonna center. This is about other people too. We're not gonna just center Africans. Hold on. I don't want to do all that talking because we getting off the prompt, and we
Ms.
want
Love, can I
other
know where
people to
Sipping is
come
from?
in. Hold on.
Is
We
she
want
North
other. Hold
African?
on, Landry. Who?
Sipping, is she like North African or so? I see a Moroccan flag. Is she African or what?
Yes,
Sipping.
What I have to do with you? Has nothing to do with you. You see my
I was just
flags, right?
curious. I was just curious.
Wait a minute, the black. I think Dr. Zah came up here. For some. Go ahead, Dr. Zah. I'll give you some time. Dr. Zah.
Yeah. Yes. So let me tell you. First of all, hello everybody. Let me tell you this, okay?
Hey, Dr. Zah.
You guys are proving a point time and freaking time again. The peacemaker, you. What the hell you mean that they need to teach you? They don't have to teach you shit. One of you guys said it, y'all sound the same for me, okay?
It was Landry.
Landry, boom, you. Let me tell you something. Before you go into somebody's home, you learn the rules of the house. If you came to my house, right, and you gotta take your shoes off at the front door, and you don't do that, you gotta go. It's about the lack of respect that I have, that you guys have for him, period.
damn everything that you come say, oh, you have a reason for, you know, your ancestors and so on and so forth. All right, great. It was their ancestors who paved the way. So my question is, why do you disrespect? Come over here. You talk about them, or they lazy, or whatever the case might be. What the hell?
Are you when you
No, you
ask the
can't.
question?
Because let me tell you something else. What did you say that you've been here longer than somebody being older? You've been here longer than some of these people that's their age.
True.
It doesn't matter. Did you learn the history?
The history. You like my history?
Did you learn? Listen, let me tell you something.
Why should I
I
outline
am
your
literally
history?
on demon time right now. I'm going to
I
be
don't
honest with you.
care. I don't.
My question to you, did you learn the history of this land?
Don't mute.
I refuse
No,
to
you
learn
didn't.
it.
Because you know why? Because you're
I refuse to learn it.
fucking disrespectful. That's
Yeah,
the
fuck
reason
you
why I come.
too.
You leave your country to come over here
What
to
is
make
your
their money to
country?
send back over there.
What is your
And so
country?
guess what? When the shit hits the fan,
What
guess
is
where
your
you're going to run
country?
off to? Back
No.
over there to the continent.
What is your
You're
country?
disrespectful. You're
I don't care. I have
disrespectful.
no regrets.
And
What is
this
your
is the reason
country?
why. Let me tell you something.
What is your
Africa is
country?
a continent. Do you know how
What
many times I
about
have to
you?
clean up that shit from
What
you
is your
others?
country? Let
You
me see
understand?
how
You
shithole
see
it
the fucking
is.
flags. Excuse me.
What
I'm
is your
sorry.
country?
You see the flags. You
What? I
see
don't
the
see
flags.
it.
I
I don't
read.
see it.
You're disrespectful.
Morocco, piece of shit. That's a black country.
Let me tell you something.
Morocco
You're
is a black country.
disrespectful
You just
What
an
as
country is
invader.
hell.
that? What country you in?
You are an invader. You're
What?
not from Morocco.
Let me tell you
Piece of
something.
shit,
Born and
man.
raised,
Shut up, man.
Tangier, Morocco, make me. Huh?
Morocco is
Make
black
me.
country.
Make me.
It's not. Oh, don't worry. Time will
Make
come.
me.
We will remove
Okay?
you. Time
You're
will come.
disrespectful.
Time will come. We will show you
You need to
Moroccans
learn the
that look like
culture.
you.
You need to go out and sit down and read a book.
Get
Because
the
last
hell
time
out
when I
of
was on
here.
this panel,
Go read
when
my
they asked
book.
the question, shut your face. When they
You
asked
know?
the
Man, shut up, man. You're talking nonsense.
Don't
make
disrespect
me
the
shut
lady.
up.
Don't
You know?
Make
disrespect the
me.
lady,
Come
peace.
here
You
talking
know we don't
nonsense.
do
You're
that
not
here.
even from
No, you're
Africa.
disrespectful is your
You
problem.
a resident.
You're disrespectful.
Come on, peace. You know we don't disrespect women up
The
here like
truth.
that.
You're
That's not disrespectful.
disrespectful.
It's the truth. You want
No,
me
the
to lie to
truth is
you?
you're ignorant and you're disrespectful.
You want me to lie to
You're
you? I tell you the truth.
disrespectful.
You know?
When you
So what?
leaving? That's my
So
question.
what?
Since you don't
Ali-
want to go there and you respect
Dr.
anybody,
Guy, he was
when you
deported.
leaving?
He was deported not too long ago.
Or why
The
you
hell
here
she
then? Why are
talking
you on this
about?
panel? Good for you. Goody goody
Is
goddamn
this your
gumdrop.
panel?
Goody
Is this your
goody
Chip on the
panel?
goddamn
shoulder. That's all
gumdrop.
it is.
Is this your panel?
You disrespectful. Oh,
Fucking
you're so damn
invader.
disrespectful.
Invader. We see how
And
you
that's the reason
do.
why
We see how you do the
Where are
black
you
people.
from?
We
Nigeria?
see how you do the black people in Morocco.
Yes, ma'am. He
You
is.
know?
He is from
I know it.
Nigeria.
You know?
It never fails.
We see when the time
Oh,
comes,
boy,
we will
shut up.
face you. We will face you. We're rising. When the time comes, we will
We
remove
kicked you out of our
your
countries.
monkey ass from there.
We kicked your black
Come on,
monkey
peacemaker.
ass out of our
All
country.
you fucking
You know
yellow
why we kicked you out? You have no decorum.
monkeys,
You have
calling
no
other people
respect.
monkeys.
Thank you,
Look at
Peacemaker.
you. You look like a
Sorry about that,
I'm sorry.
Dr.
I'm sick of him. The last time he was said, "Oh, I will leave." You know what? You and I'm over here shaking. He was in my face. I wouldn't punch him. How do you come? And I know, guys, I'm gonna have to stop covering this panel. How do you come in somebody's house and be disrespectful? Ow! Or you guys need to teach? No, no. Sit your ass
But
down,
CP,
read the book,
CP,
and ask you go to your friends. Did this come happen? How did this happen? Sit at the elders' feet. What are you talking about?
CP, I came here at 10 years old. Huh? How was I
I
supposed
don't
to
give
learn
a
in fucking
how old are
years?
you now? That is no excuse. Do you read
That's why
now?
I'm here to learn.
Do
I'm
you
here to
read
listen.
now? Do you read now?
Bro, you
Okay.
weird, bro.
You know, you're the weird one. And let me tell you something. I have to come behind every one of you guys and clean up bullshit that you leave because they all
We
think
want to
that
hear from the
we're the
FBAs.
same.
I want to
No,
learn
the
from
fuck we're not.
FBAs.
We're not all the
You're not
same,
an
bro.
FBA. I
We're
want to learn
not
from real
all the
black
same.
Americans.
We're not all the same.
Oh, I don't want to be. I'm not a Moroccan. I want to learn from FBAs. Can you go down so I can learn from like real FBAs? You're not an FBA.
Who are you talking about? Who said it?
Yeah, so allow us to learn from the FBAs. We in their home. Let them teach us.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you
want.
something.
We not about
You
to
Question.
don't
teach
sound like an
nothing. We not
FBA.
about to teach. It's up to y'all to do your own research.
Yeah, but
That's
And you
it.
have to
That's
assimilate.
it.
You have to be
no,
around a group of people. It's
right,
nothing
but she's
that
not
can
an
be
FBA. I
taught.
want to be around FBA so
I'm
I can
not a
learn.
FBA. No, I'm not. I'm not.
You're
I'm
not.
a Moroccan Spaniard. That's what I am. But I tell you what, been here 44 years. I come on the soil. Guess what my father say? We have to go and we have to learn. I went to the south. I had to learn.
Go back to Morocco. Why don't you go
Let
back
me
to
tell.
Morocco?
Make
They want
me.
us.
Tell you what. Make me. My husband from the South Bronx. Make me. Puerto
It
Rican.
doesn't matter.
Make me.
I have a
Make
lot of FBA
us.
exes. I have a lot of
Love's
That's
FBA
what I
World, how you
exes.
thought.
doing?
You lying
FBA.
pig. You can drop me, sister.
Whoa.
I'm
Love's
sorry.
World,
All
how
right,
are
Yeah,
you?
Dr.
go back
John.
to
Have a good
Morocco.
day.
Let
Thank
the
you as
FBA
All
always.
right,
touch you.
We
mamita. No
appreciate you,
problem.
Dr.
Read a
Love's
John.
book.
World, Love's World, how are
Different. Go
you?
down.
Hey, how you
Get up.
doing, one love? What's up?
I have a very heavy heart right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about Donald Trump and what the hell he just did
What
with
did he
them
just do?
reparations? Oh, y'all didn't hear?
Mm-mm. I
I will
didn't.
have
What he do?
I will have you know, he just granted reparations to all those people who rioted for him. Look it up on Y'all need to January. stop saying that. No, he didn't. Can you shut up and don't interrupt me? Don't interrupt me.
That's my mod.
Oh, sorry.
It's information. Like,
I didn't mean to say shut up. And I
Yeah,
didn't
you
mean to
did.
disrespect the mic. No, I didn't.
You really did.
I'm on.
You had full intent to disrespect that
I'm
man, or
on
you wouldn't have.
medication.
See, this is the problem,
No, I
sis.
can't see. When
You
I don't.
disrespected that man, and you had every intent
Wait,
of
who's
doing it.
talking? I can't
Because
even see
if
who's
you
talking
didn't,
because the
you
box is in
wouldn't
front of me.
have. Nah,
No.
it's time for some correction for some of y'all young people because
But how can you say it's
the
fake
intent
though? It just
is
came out
there, sis.
today.
But he told you the black receipt is on top of these type of
So
situations.
can you
So
say
if you
it in
said it
love?
was
I didn't
misinformation, my
know. Okay,
sister,
so
it's
what do you
misinformation.
mean? So okay, so can we start over? Cause I've been riding with her for a while and I've never been rude. When the box is in my face, I
That's a
can't see who's
lie.
speaking.
You know that's a damn lie.
Yep,
No,
you
it's not.
did. Rude as hell.
Okay,
What you
Mm.
say?
not to her.
Honesty is the
Oh my
best policy,
God.
bro. Come on, man. Y'all gotta
Not to
respect the
her. I
elders.
haven't been rude to Love's World because I
What
like
you
her
The
got to
piano.
say,
reason you
one
took
love?
it back because that's the mod and he could kick your ass out of here. That's the only reason you took
Can
it
you
back.
just let me wait? Let me
I
lower
just
this
don't like
box so I
y'all
can see
trying
who's
to make it seem
talking.
like they got reparations, and that ain't the case. Cause
But we not
I feel like that's
okay.
trying to incite us and get us mad.
Nobody's trying to do that. I'm just saying, has anyone heard? Clearly, Love's Word was not aware. So
I'm
I'm
not.
just
What happened?
go ahead, speak. Tell
Real
her what's
quick.
going
You
on. Go
the
ahead.
The black,
Justice
you want to
League
go? Okay, go
they
ahead. Go
made
ahead.
an anti-weaponization fund. So if you was part of January 6th and you can prove that the government maliciously coerced you into uh, getting involved in those activities that happened on January 6th, then you can get some money. If you can't prove that the government, know what I'm saying, kind of coerced you or, know what I'm saying, convinced you to go inside and do some damage to some property, then you
Okay.
can't get nothing.
So
That's
how
all
do
they
you
was.
feel
Wait, the
is what
black
I
did
was
it even
trying to
pass
get
yet?
her to
Because
know.
last time I checked, it didn't even pass.
But that's not my
Yeah, they
It
concern.
was presented
yeah,
like
yeah,
something
they
that
just
Exactly.
made a settlement. It's for $10 billion
So
and
how
it's
does
through the
that make you
IRS.
But
feel?
did it
That's
even
what I was
pass
trying to
though?
say. Doesn't
Yeah,
that
it
make
got
you
passed.
upset?
So yeah.
I
What
could
about
care
our
less
people?
cause I understand that the government does coerce people into doing things, and they had government agents actually there. You know what I'm saying? Antagonizing people to do certain things. So we can't deny that shit. Yeah, it was some ignorant white folks and ignorant individuals there, but it was somewhat a government psyop.
And
I feel
okay.
some type of way, but at the end of the
Okay.
day, that just add to
So can
more
someone
claims that we can
apologize to
push
me?
towards the government.
So can someone please apologize to me? Because that's what I was trying to extract.
No, you said
Like
it was
juxtapose.
reparations.
No, I thought it was Africa a reality talking to me. That's why. Because I don't mess with him. So I want to apologize to my SPA brothers.
You
I
good. It
couldn't
was
see
just a
who was
reparations
speaking.
term. It's just a
Oh,
term,
okay. Well,
reparations.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that, but I'm very offended and I feel very disrespected. That's all I wanted to say.
Shout out to
Thank
you.
you.
All right. Thanks
Thank
for
you, love,
coming
girl,
up.
beautiful.
You're
All right, bye bye,
welcome.
honey.
Bye bye. Okay. All right. Hey, Black Queen. What's up, Greg? Nice.
What's up, love? Peace to you. Peace to the room. Peace to the chat.
You want to ask? Do you got something to say about Big Groove or what's his name, Myron Gaines or Ashley Gonzalez? Why do you think it's so much anti-Black American HATE coming from these immigrant groups?
Well, I mean, Groovin Gorilla, that's a clown. He's a goofy. He's a clown. He's a minstrel, as far as I'm concerned. A throwback from the days of Al Jolson and all of that. You know, we got this goofy guy, big guy, looking crazy and silly, and he's doing all these dumb dances. We ain't heard a word spoken out of this man's mouth. Number one. So, and by his actions, to me, he seems as if he's just nothing but a goofy clown who doesn't understand our history in this country and the history of the antics that he's doing. As far as the other person is concerned, Myron Gaines, this is a person that cosplays Black Americans. His name is not even Myron Gaines. He has a whole South Sudanese name. So that lets you know Myron, like, come on, man, who chooses that type of name unless you're trying to cosplay someone else? And this is a guy who also worked for the federal, the FBI. So we don't know what type of work he did as far as infiltration, COINTELPRO. You know, these are the things that we got to look out for, because he is a problem, because his sentiments are spewed out throughout the internet. And this is a dude who works for the federal government, the FBI, mind you. What kind of work has he done to undermine Black people in the FBI? That's a key question. That's a critical question right there. And we have a lot of these Africans and these others who are in positions like this that can undermine what we're doing. Number two. Number three, why do they act the way they do? Because they want to usurp Black people, Black American people. They want our position. They want our space. So they're going to trick you out of your position at any point in time. We've heard it. Helicopter is given a great scientific example for us. These guys have nothing but excuses and no accountability. And that's why we don't want to mess with you, because you're not accountable for yourself or for those who your fellow countrymen and diasporans. Because we've always, I'm like this. I really don't want to educate you, Landry. Here's why. Because there's plenty of materials. It's Google, there's AI, there's all kind of things that you can prompt and have them answer the question for you. You could go to the library, go pick out a book, read it. You can go to Amazon, go to any Black YouTube page, get you some Black books about the history of Black people in this country, and you can read those materials. It doesn't take me, Helicopter, Black Receipt, FBA Maroon, the Black Queen in the corner, and Love's World to educate you about something that you can figure out for yourself. This is the problem with a lot of you Africans. It's disingenuous. You really don't want to know about Black Americans because it's not on your radar. Because why? We are not you. I land my plane.
Can I respond with love because he mentioned my name?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Landry. I'll give you, this will be
No,
a final
so
say too. Until later.
okay,
If you want to come up,
that's
go
fine.
ahead.
All right, but Sir Greg, like, I am educating myself. I'm not saying that like I'm some lazy guy that don't want to educate. If I'm coming on here, it's because I'm interested, and of course, I am educating myself. But the thing is that a lot of things that we find online too are by quote unquote YT sources. You know what I mean? That's why for me, I prefer that education should happen at a community level first and foremost, because when we learn directly from the people, we'll even know how to filter whatever we learn or research online, because 95 to 99% of materials on Google, AI, all those things are YT thought stuff. So yeah, no, I'm definitely learning, but my thing is that it's hard to even how do I put it, have conversations if like y'all are already at a different type of time. It's like y'all just want to delineate, separate, blah blah. So y'all not on no time to like, y'all not trying to teach nobody right now. Is That's over with for y'all. And I'm just saying that the reason why some of these people are silent is because I don't know. We just don't have the information to y'all just not teaching us some of these things for us to know how to speak up.
Why is it incumbent upon us
Laundry, they're not
to
teaching
teach?
you.
Hold
Don't
on,
say
Hold
us.
Peacemaker.
on,
This
peace,
is
peace.
not a question for
Big bro,
you,
peace. Hold
dirty
on.
African. Stay on your mic and relax. And when they're called on you, Peacemaker, you answer. I won't answer. Because your name ain't Greg, bro. Your name is probably Babatunde or Babumbe.
Of course, yes.
Sit your
That's what it
ass
is.
down and
That's what
shut
it
the
is.
fuck
Yeah.
up, man. Because I don't want to be disrespectful to you, bro, but I will be. Now, back to you,
Two, who you?
Landry. Here's the problem. Peacemaker, shut the fuck up, bro. Now, back to you, Landry.
Oh, we ain't
The
gonna even go
problem, the
there.
problem is, the problem is, sir, is that if you're looking for white tea people to teach you about black history, you're a fool already. You
I
have
am
you
not.
have you have dropped the ball already. You should be
I
looking for
didn't say
black
that.
Americans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You said you're looking for white tea people and they're
I
giving you
never
wrong
said that. Maybe it's my
information.
accent,
What
boss.
did you
I
just say,
never said
Well,
that.
Landry?
he said most sources that you so-called find are YT sources, which there are many
On
black
Google
Again.
AI.
sources
So
you can
again,
find. But
hold
you
on,
using
black.
AI and Google instead of listening to what he just said and go on black channels and look for black sources because there are many black sources.
I was gonna say that should come without even saying it. You're a so-called melanated person. You should not be searching for YT to educate you. Nobody searches for YT after high school. Nobody. We get our information from our own people, bro. So that's where you made a mistake. Number two, you're looking for white tea people to teach you
I
about
am
something
not.
that
I
you
am
can
not
go
good.
and you can
Boss.
go
Maybe it's my
to a
accent. I'm not
library,
though, bro.
look up
Oh
black,
man.
black activists, black authors, black scientists. What are you talking about, man? You guys talk about this vast education you guys have, but you don't know how to do your research? You don't know how to research?
And you're playing, Greg.
All right.
I'll land right there.
Greg, I never said I'm looking for YT education, bro. I'm just simply saying that those tools that you learn,
All right,
that you
this is
mentioned.
final say. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Landry.
final say, I'm gonna drop. The same tools that you mentioned, AI, Google, I'm just simply saying that like those things are like tools that like for the most part they teach you things from that perspective. I'm not saying that's what I want or that's what I want. But see, you told me to look up for black scientists, black. I can take note of that, and now I would know how to filter my research. Is what I'm saying, bro. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that like it doesn't hurt for y'all to do a little bit of this at the community level because me personally, I'd rather be taught from someone that's going through it versus just trying to find things online. But you give me tools, you give me parameters to use when I do my research, I will do so. So I let my plane, I'm gonna go down and let other people come up.
All right, thank you, Landry, for participating. Okay, Africa Reality, did you already go?
No, ma'am.
All right, you want to go ahead and address the prompt?
First of all, on the lady, I don't even want to know her name. Anti-black American immigrant facing racism, fighting stereotype, building a better America. Sounds good. But how can we do that when we have people like FBA, Maroon, that white, that always want to find negativity with Africans? And again, Greg also is the one that don't have issue with the YT. And we have helicopter here that he said is a helicopter specialist. How many black Americans have you put through to be a helicopter specialist, a helicopter?
You asking me directly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be specific. I'm actually and I've said this quite a few times in the past. I guess you only obsessed with the helicopter part, just like most men that come around me are. I've said repeatedly, sir, that I am an aerospace trainer. You know what trainers do? Trainers take people off the street and they show. Hold on, slow down. You asked me to answer your question. I'm answering your question there, guy. Relax.
Give me number of black Americans that you already have.
Trainers take people off the street, okay, and they show them how to do something that they've never done before. All right. Now, if you want to know how many black Americans I've trained, I don't know. I've been doing this shit 15 years, dude. It's thousands probably at this point. Okay. If you want to know how many black Americans I've trained recently over the past few months, I'd say right now my recent class was about 60 because I was in Atlanta and everybody's black in Atlanta. You got any more questions for me, bro, about black Americans, or you going to keep on goddamn talking that bullshit?
So why you keep saying that it's only you, that you are only black American that is a helicopter specialist?
I've never in my life said I am the only black American that is a helicopter specialist. What I've said repeatedly is you do not meet many black American helicopter mechanics. Obviously, you're just so focused on that helicopter
Why
stuff,
not?
though, bro.
Why not? Why not? Why
I
you
don't know,
can't
man.
have more black American?
The same reason you don't meet a lot of Africans that have an actual trade or a skill set that they can use in their homeland.
Because all of them are not on the internet. We just so happen to have a helicopter and he disclosed his personal life.
I think you're not getting my point, White. I'm saying what we sought to be doing here is talking about reality. What is going on in the black community? All you do is talk
No,
about
we're not
negativity
talking about what's going on. Why do y'all always try to switch it back to us?
I'm
We're
not.
talking about why you guys don't call out the people in your communities from your continents. I don't give a shit if they ain't from your country. Those people over there. Why y'all don't call out in large numbers the anti-black hatred that these people, you know what I mean, pursue all online and everything like that? Why we not seeing y'all in large numbers speaking out about that? This ain't got nothing to do with us or what we done or what we doing. This why y'all not doing something. Why y'all ain't doing something that we can know this?
Okay, first of all, me, I say my own piece about the lady. I do my own part, and I don't know what this other guys be, because I don't be staying on negativity channel. I don't even.
We might as well change the prompt, because I don't know. Everybody got the same question. They ain't calling out nothing.
Don't do it. No, we're gonna hold their asses to this shit, goddamn it.
Right.
Focus on the prompt, goddamn American, or get dropped. Focus on the prompt. Anti-American immigrants. Focus on that. Don't worry about what we're doing.
And why they ain't calling it out?
You don't want to.
Ms. Loves, if I may, this is a great example. I feel like this is Africa Reality is a case study because he said he claims to have an FBA wife, which I doubt it. But if that's true, how are you so out of touch with your wife's own community? You're supposed to be able to protect the ones you love, and you're not even paying attention to the people that are blatantly, openly disrespecting. And if you have kids with that woman, that'll be your children's ancestors. They're disrespecting the whole lineage, and you're not even in touch with the community to even, know what's going on out here. You're just deflecting.
Okay, when you say someone being anti-black American, me, I know I'm not. You're talking about whoever is anti-black. I'm not. First of all, I know little about Black Americans' history because it's not available to me. Growing up in Africa, yes, we see Black Americans, but it is what I can see. I can have idea and I can talk about. If you don't tell me about what someone did, how can I know what they did? So if you want to blame Africans or you want to blame immigrants, check yourself too. Don't just be coming here and be talking about someone anti-Black American, anti this. I don't even know what is anti to you guys. You guys don't even.
Hold on, Black. Let me add, because he called me out. So I'm gonna tell you what anti-Black. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, Greg. I'm gonna have to rotate you down so I can get to some people. Okay. It's a lot of Black Americans tonight, y'all, that want to join. Go ahead, helicopter, y'all.
Let me call out the anti-Black African. Why did you come on here and ask me how many Black people I've trained?
Because if I'm in your shoe, that's what I will be doing.
So you would only be training. Why? No. why did you make it a specific point to only call out black people? Why didn't you ask how many Africans are trained or how many Caribbeans? Why specifically black people? No, I'm gonna don't answer it. I'm gonna tell you what your ass was trying to do. You was being anti-black because you was trying to put me on the spot because for some reason you Africans think that certain trades and certain fields only have YT man in them. Right? You shit shocked the shit out your ass when I said there was 60 black dudes in my class that were learning about aerospace in the last goddamn session I had, didn't it? That's why your ass came up here and said that shit, and that's
Let
the
me answer,
anti-black
bro.
bull crap that we're talking about.
Okay, I ask you a question based on what I would do in my own case. I will look out for my own black and African.
What does the prompt say?
That is anti. If you want to be anti,
Right. So why did you come up
you.
here talking about what you would do and how you would be something? There you go. You
Because
proved the prompt again. Address the prompt, sir.
what are you talking about, bro? Because I'm an African. If I build a house, okay, I want to hire a plumber. I'm gonna look for African first. I'm not then if I don't find who is muting me, I'll look for black.
Mute
Be
me, by the
nice.
way.
Y'all be
Okay, y'all,
nice.
don't mute them. Don't mute them. Go ahead, African
I mean,
reality.
I don't know why you guys are so out of touch though about reality though.
No, you out of touch of reality. You being racist.
How I'm being racist when I'm telling you
Girl,
about
you
what?
talking about you will only look out for your people. We in America, you cannot do that.
No, I'm saying
You
okay.
can
So
give your people avenues to know what I'm saying, get them access to what you're doing, but you can't discriminate against other people. That's not what we're trying to do. We want our people to have access to the same things that everybody else have access to on the equal level. That's all we trying to do.
so
You trying to do the same thing that the YT band is doing.
so why
And I
there's
think that's y'all issue.
so why do you call some product black on? Why
All
you don't
right,
call it white on?
I don't know, Africa. We I have no idea, but we got to move the panel on. Thank you for coming up. You can come back later, Africa, because we gonna have to have empty spaces. Because I want to make this clear. I don't want people coming in the room and it's the African space now about only Africans. We're not doing that no more. So we gonna need space for other people. Hey, Black Queen.
Hey, love. How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing good. You you got something to say about all this?
Yes, I wanted to say hey to all my beautiful black
Hey.
kings in the house tonight. That's what I want to say first.
Hey
Um,
girl. Shout out to
What's
you
going
and
on, Miss
all the
Black
black
Queen?
queens.
For real.
okay, y'all. So the prompt, I'm gonna do what's proper and answer the prompt. um, So with the anti-black immigrants, first and foremost, it's a money grab, right? And then it's jealousy and enviousness. And that is something we have dealt with for hundreds of years, guys. I mean, the white tea people been jealous of us for, they're so jealous of us. One guy studied us for 30 years just to write Project 2025. I mean, we live rent-free in these people's minds and they want us to pay them rent for it. Okay. But we're not going to do it. So, if Landry wants to learn something, I'm going to teach you something about what you guys get up here every single day and do. Every single day, you guys get up here and you do this, the repetitive cycle of gaslighting. That's what you do. So the 6 cycles, right? One is the triggering event, a minor disagreement or issue arises, such as the abuser breaking a promise or acting inappropriately. I'm going to say that they are the abusers because they get up here every day and they try or attempt to abuse our people with lies and YT talking points, right? And then the second one is denial and dismissal. The abuser denies the event occurred or downplays its significance, telling the victim they are overreacting or misremembering. Doesn't that sound familiar? Yeah. So they never take accountability for anything, right? The third one is manipulation and blame. The gaslighter shifts responsibility onto the victim, making them feel responsible for the abuser's poor reactions. Wow. Don't we see that a lot? They always turn it around on us and make themselves seem like the victims when they know they are the ones who started all this.
And 4, erosion and isolation. Over time, the abuser chips away at the victim's self-esteem and may isolate them from friends and family to prevent outside perspectives. Well, I see that happen a lot with the Africans when they drag the Caribbeans in, that is the ones that don't want to be dragged in, and anyone else that they can drag into the conversation, right? That they want to isolate us and for everyone else to attack us, right? And then you've got the warm code phase. This is the reeling in. This is to keep the victim hooked. The gaslighter may introduce periods of intense kindness, affection, or even fake apologies, making the victim doubt the abuse and hope the person has changed. And so I just wanted to give a teaching moment because I want to say, and I'm about to land, I know I'm talking a lot, but I just want to say these people have an agenda. Okay. They don't want to learn. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want to do anything but replace us, take over our spending power, and take over our spaces that we have fought for, that our ancestors have been unalived for and suffered for. They don't want the suffering, but they want the benefits. And they really don't deserve the time of day. But I'm glad Miss Love holds this panel to expose what the world thinks of us. And with that, I shall land.
Thank you, Black Queen.
Hello, world.
Hey, Flying My Eagle. You got something to add? Wait, hold on. It's Kalo. Hey, Kalo.
Yeah, I can come. I'll be quick.
Yeah, can you hear me? Wait a minute, hold on. Go ahead, Flying My Eagle.
Yeah, that transatlantic slave trade never happened. That's what these African people is leaning on. Okay, I mean, I buy shea butter. I trade with whoever, but we are indigenous people of America, and that's what they can't cosplay us anymore. Okay, because we are the original people of America. Okay, we're being blessed because of that. I'm seeing our people blessed. Now, you said anti-immigrant. You know what? I'm not anti-immigrant. I'm about business. You want to come over here and do business with me?
Nobody said anti-immigrant.
You want to do what I'm saying is, if you come over here and you want to do business with me, that's good. I do business with immigrants all day. Shut my mouth. I know the game. It's all about money. And I understand what they're doing. They have taken over our cities, our political, and they're trying to sweat us out. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can't sweat us out because we have money. We have $1.4 trillion annually spending power. That's the number 8th country of the world.
Okay, you got to land your plane.
All right, we know who we are. So I'm not trying to demean anybody, but I know what you come here to America for. Okay? And you trying to get money, I'm trying to get money too. I land my plane there.
Okay, thank you for coming up, Flying My Eagle.
All right.
Go ahead, FBA Maroon.
Yes, man. I just wanted to, I was thinking about it, and this peacemaker dude is going back and forth in the comments. Do y'all think that a lot of this anti-Black American racism comes from these different people, not just Africans, not just Chinese, but the Latinos, the South Americans, the Asians? Do you think it's because they know we're in our own homeland and we did all this greatness? Our ancestors do all this greatness. We still doing all this greatness and we can't be deported out of our own homeland. Do y'all think that's like a piece of it? I know it's probably deeper than that, but I just been like really thinking about that lately.
And also, I know a lot of people don't like to admit it, but we went around the world with these YT folks, hitting them upside the head, making them bend the knee. And that's what made us the world power. But we also kind of slowed down the YT man on how much they can go, how far they could go when they hit them upside the head. We was just trying to make sure we made it back home, but
we had to do what we had to do with them on the side of us. Cause they ain't making fried chicken in Asia for no reason. Cause we were down there hitting them upside the head, but hey, let them eat. Let them eat.
Okay, let's get to Kalo. Hey, Kalo. Hello. I mean, Kalo. Kalo.
Sound like you're in a digiverse.
Kalo. Okay. Peacemaker. You wanna talk about the why y'all never call out the anti-Black American disrespect in your community?
Well, I already told you, I mean, it's less than 4 million Africans in America. You say over 50 million of you guys. So if I stop the people from talking back, that means we're going to be asked out. It's only few people we have over there. So I'm happy for every African over there that being able to speak up and to push back your hatred and your lies against Africa. So I'm happy that they're doing that. But I'll say this, host, and I said this, host, and I really like you as a host. But this will be the last day I come to your platform because
Church say amen. Let the church say amen.
Amen. Praise Jeebus.
Of course. You saw, what you call it, an Arab woman call me a monkey. I call her orangutan, and you drop me and keep her. Well, but I never.
I didn't drop you.
You people are untrustworthy.
I
You're
didn't drop. Hold
untrustworthy.
on. Let's get something clear, Peacemaker. I didn't drop you, but go ahead.
No, okay, you didn't. But you saw me. You saw them drop me
And
and
you
kept the
saw me
Arab
bring you
woman.
back up. Hold on. And you saw me bring you back up constantly. Because as soon as you got dropped, you ran right back to the queue. But carry on.
I tell you, they call me monkey. I call them orangutan because they look like orangutan. But be rest assured, what they call me, they're gonna call you
There
too.
wasn't why we
They
dropped
will.
you.
Man, can you be quiet? Let me just say what I have to say, please, because I'm leaving. Please. What they call me,
So you going to just go and
they're
leave?
gonna
You
call
just going to
you.
say what you
They
want
will
to say
call
and go?
you. They will call you in your country, in their country. I mean.
Okay, you
So
can go
be rest
now,
assured.
Peace. You can go now. Okay. So yeah, hey Stuart.
Yes, indeed. This reminds me of a fifth grade class with the Scopes monkey trial going on. They're the only ones believed in Darwinism and all that other stuff, and so the white folks are closest to that, so they accept that, and they learn that behavior from those YT people. That's all I had to say about that section of it. But we are approaching a place where we're gonna see all the people that hate us come out more and more because we're doing the right thing.
HATE. I love TikTok
Yeah,
shop.
I'm sorry. That's right. HATE. That because we're approaching the point of no return for them. Like I said, their whole mechanism is going to lead them back to our president and his wife being found out as the biggest immigrants, and they're representing a portion of the world that allows, it's almost like anything goes with their nature. That's all I had to say about it.
You said the president and his wife are immigrant.
Oh, absolutely. She got here on an Einstein scholarship. Can you believe that? They gave her an Albert Einstein scholarship to go into Florida and be nude in the bars and all those type of things.
So
And
you
so,
mean to tell me, Stuart, you had
yes.
more time in your, you spent more time speaking about why you think, or what we can do, or why you think immigrants have anti-black, they don't speak out about anti-black, issues.
Rhetoric?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rhetoric. Then you spoke more on Donald Trump.
Well, no, I'm saying they're following the lead
The Africans following Donald Trump.
of, of,
Latino.
of
Yeah.
our biggest HATs. They're following the lead of any one of our biggest HATs.
No, they been disrespectful in HAT towards us. Lulac in the 1950s and 60s, Donald Trump was a child.
Well, in the 1970s, he was mentioned a lot because he was a bigger draft dodger, and people were getting on Ali.
I mean, a lot of people were drafting the draft at that time. Ali did.
But Ali stood up and made a spec.
I mean, what's the difference? They didn't want to go to WAR.
What I'm saying, yes, that's right. All those young people that are elites now of the YT people were draft dodgers, every one of them. And
some of our black elite was too.
Well, I mean, they did it as conscientious objectors, like Ali. I mean,
see, I ain't gonna lie. This when I feel like the racism is a bit being too much, or the bigotry or the hatred. I mean, the hatred towards YT people get the bit too much because they both was fighting towards the same thing in different ways. They didn't want to go to WAR. I mean, we may not want to accept Donald Trump's version of why he didn't want to go, but shit, he didn't want to go.
Well, I mean, does that give him the ability to make moves and take the 5-star general's job away when he becomes the president?
Yeah, he ain't following directions.
That's right.
He's the leader in chief of that department, and if he tell you to go drop some boom booms on some people, hey, that's what you got to do. That's what you signed up for. Unfortunately,
what I'm saying is, the Joint Chiefs of Staff chairman was automatically fired as soon as he became president. After the inauguration, he also fired the woman who's over the Smithsonian of the Department of Interior, which covers our history.
If I become president, I'm gonna put people that I want in place too. So I'm gonna fire everybody in the previous administration. That's what all presidents really do. Well, some people you can't just fire right then and there, but most people you can. That's part of your cabinet. That's part of your government structure. So, hey, we may not like it. Some people may not like it, but that's his ability to do it.
So, every one of the percentage of people, except for the people he's getting to right now and trying to get them unelected, like Massey, listen, he fired all people that were Aborigine or FBA. So, yeah, that's what he did.
They doing some real work for us?
Yes, they were.
If they were doing some actual work.
Listen, the Department of Interior is super important, brother. It is important because the historical facts need to be maintained and need to be executed properly. In other words, everybody's truth is the same when it comes to the bottom line of the truth, that we were here first. And if this country is not willing to show that, then our maker is going to have some things happen in the esoterical realm to show.
Wait a minute, Stuart, what was that name you said we should call ourselves?
First American. We should let everybody know, the whole world know, that we're the first Americans on this soil, period, point blank.
He's kind of not allowed to, because he the only president I know of that gave recognition to black-looking tribes.
Who is that that gave recognition to me?
Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump. He gave recognition to the Lumbee who've been fighting for generations to be recognized. That's a black tribe. He's opening up the door for many Native American tribes to fight for their indigenous rights. Why you think since he been in office, a lot of black natives been winning they lawsuits to gain access to these 5 civilized tribes? And the only president who locks up these YT supremacists, Sonia Massey's underliver, which was a sheriff over there. It took years under Biden, and as soon as Trump got in office, he was put behind bars with a nice 20+ year sentence. So Just want to make sure that. So yeah.
Yeah, but there's a couple of them that didn't. In fact, at the end of Biden's reign, there was a few that got dealt with too, like Ahmaud Arbery's killer.
That was us though.
Unaliver.
I love TikTok.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was us though. That was us though, brother. We did that on the grassroots. There was no president, and Biden never spoke against it. Trump at least spoke against all the people who were over here doing things to our people. So I give credit where it's due. I didn't even vote for Trump, but I give credit where it's due. I'm not mad at the man for nothing he's doing right now, to be honest.
Yeah, the person that you go to get a pardon, she a black lady.
I'm sorry, but y'all, I think the Supreme Court issues right now are the obvious reasons why he tried to.
I think that's a good thing. You don't want birthright citizenship to only be for us, and not for all these immigrants coming over here.
Absolutely, it's for us. There's no way you can say we're not indigenous to the land. There's no way.
That's what he said. He said that it only applies for us. Like, we the only ones that can have babies here without going through the immigration process and be citizens. Everybody else got to go through the immigration process, come over here, be a citizen, then you can have a baby that's considered a citizen. So, I mean,
hold on to Black.
He's not really being anti-us.
Yeah, hold on to Black real quick, brother. Stuart, you don't see the issue with the term First Americans? You don't see the issue where so many people could trace their lineage back to wherever in the Americas? Because Americans just means in the Americas. But when you say foundational Black American, Black is only here in the United States of America.
But
so you don't see the issue with that?
Black, it has no indication in law. It has no status correction change.
But okay, let's just say
but we can do it.
Yeah, we'll say we're United States Indigenous Americans, right? First United States Americans, right? You don't think that's a better term?
Well, that'll be a good term. However, like I said the other day when I was on, when you talk about Toussaint L'Ouverture, when you talk about John Baptiste,
folks.
Hold on, but I'm saying they came to America, and at that time they discovered and built up the region. In fact, he's the founder of.
Okay, land your plane, Stuart. We got a guest on the plane.
Chicago. So this is a question they asked me. I'm just saying, there are certain people in Haiti that still feel like they're American. They're part of our American history. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
When John Baptiste came to Chicago, it wasn't no Haiti back then. Wasn't no such thing as Haiti. It was Saint Domingue
it was
Hispaniola.
Hispaniola and Saint
Domingo. So it wasn't no Haiti. Haiti wasn't made till 1806.
But it
wasn't no people really migrating over here from Haiti, but the Watsi folks, and they went to New Orleans. The ones that left after the WAR. Those people in Haiti are their own group of people, because you can go back to Lincoln's one of his last court cases that he did when he was a lawyer, and his argument.
When are you chimps gonna stop chimping out? Yeah. Chill out with all that. Have some respect.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get to the other people.
Let me say this.
His last case, he proved that the black man that he was defending was not considered a Negro because he was a descendant of the people from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't considered Negroes in the American sense. They was a different breed of black people. So they said he was a Moor. So we identify.
We gotta move on with the show.
Can I say their fight? Listen, their
fight.
No,
brother, no. The whole story is a damn lie. Wasn't no Haitian found Chicago, so there's no point in us keep on talking about this shit. Let's move on.
Yes. Wait a minute, brother. This is on. Have you been to Chicago State?
Hello, sir. Can we come back to
let's stop wasting our time.
So we gotta come back.
Y'all done set up here. All of y'all done set up on this panel and told this damn lie that some Haitian that found in Chicago. That man that supposedly that discovered Chicago, he didn't found shit. But that man that discovered Chicago wasn't no damn Haitian slave. Okay, he was a descendant of the Acadian people who were the damn nobility that were moved out of Nova Scotia when the British came over there to attack the French. Okay, they went to the island of Haiti, okay, which was actually called French Dominica at the time, and they also went to New Orleans. Okay, he was not the same as the damn African slaves that were over there on Haiti working the damn sugar plantation. How the hell can an African slave on a sugar plantation leave the plantation, hop on a goddamn boat, go to the damn mainland, hop on a plane and take his ass way up to goddamn Illinois and start a whole damn city? The whole story, that shit don't even make no daggone sense, bro. So stop telling these damn lies and let's move on, please.
All right, thanks for coming up, Stuart. Hey, Izzy, how you doing?
Hey, good evening. I'm fine. Thank
Hey,
you.
you
So
want
I'm
to?
Haitian and I'll have to look into that, all the history and stuff. That's very fascinating.
Oh, okay. You got you want to ask Black Americans a question?
Yes. Um, and I think I was on this live before. And so I went and did some more research about how Black Americans are indigenous to the continent. And I just wanted to ask a question. So, are we saying that there were two groups of different ethnic groups, or like, species, I guess, of families that branched out? One group branched out of Africa and populated, the Asia, Europe, and so on, and another group went and populated the Americas, and this is what you guys are.
Out of Africa is a theory. It hasn't been proven. So, I mean,
Well,
if
no,
you
that's
want to
not
run,
true. It has been proven.
no, it's called out of Africa theory for a reason. Theory means it haven't been proven.
Okay, but
It,
that's not what
it,
it's
it
called.
that's literally what it's
Called, man.
called.
Hold on. What is it called, man? If it ain't called the Outer Africa Theory, what is it called?
I mean, like I'm just saying, that it is a fact, that Africans have the most diverse DNA, and so then
And that
therefore,
the Outer
so
Africa Theory is a fact? Is that what you're saying?
well, yeah, because we have
Okay.
mitochondrial
Here we go.
Eve,
Okay, all
and
right. You
she's
said
from
yeah. Okay, I
Africa,
don't need an
right?
explanation. Hold on, ma'am. I don't need an explanation. You said yeah,
Okay,
it's a fact. Okay,
all
so
right.
it is a fact that your ancestors are monkeys. Yes.
Well, I mean, like I think, like we all
No,
derive
no, no,
from
no,
that.
no, no, no. I'm asking about you. Are your ancestors monkeys? Yes or no?
There could be dinosaurs as well.
I ain't saying nothing about no damn birds. I said monkeys.
I mean, like, I
The
mean,
Outer
because the
Africa
thing.
theories. Hold on. Let me explain to you what the Outer Africa theory says, right? Before you go ahead and talk any further and embarrass yourself. The Outer Africa theory says that all people derived from the chimpanzee or some ancient monkey.
That
Okay, and
doesn't
that
say that.
monkey, yes, it does. And that monkey only existed in Africa, and all humans descended from that monkey. And they said the first descendant of that monkey was Lucy. I think that's her name, Lucy, some astropolitopod, astro, whatever the hell they call that damn thing, right? But it was basically a cave monkey that walked out of the damn cave and unalived in the damn sun. And they said that was the first human. So if
That's
you don't
not what they say,
subscribe, yes,
though.
that's exactly what it says.
All
So if you don't
right.
subscribe to that theory, then you cannot tell us that all humans or anybody came out of Africa. You have to subscribe to that part of the theory, or the theory does not exist, ma'am.
Okay, so the thing is
Literally, the
this,
word
sir. The thing is
Africa
this. The
means
thing is this.
cave dweller.
The thing is this, sir. That's not what evolution says. Evolution doesn't say there was a monkey. He went in a cave and
Evolution,
it came
literally, the
out.
literal definition of human evolution says that we
That
came
is
from
not what it
monkeys.
says.
Yes, it does. It
Okay.
actually says the Neanderthal is one of the monkeys that they said was a human, and it was actually a cave monkey, just like the damn Yeti was a cave monkey, just like the abominable snowman was a cave monkey. They were all Neanderthals. That was a cave monkey, man. Unless you can prove that you came from a cave monkey, which you admitted to. I ain't got no cave monkey in my DNA, but if you can prove you a cave monkey, then the Outer African theory, so it applies to you.
All right, sir. Thank you. So, anyways,
Hold on,
so
hold on.
what I
Let's
was
see. Hold
asking
on.
is that
Real quick.
okay?
Hold on, real quick. Just real quick. You said you're Haitian,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, I've been
Okay.
here since I was 8
Okay,
years
hold on,
old.
hold on.
Yes,
Wait,
I'm
just
legal. I'm a U.S.
ma'am. You said
citizen
you're
and all
Haitian. It's
that
a simple
crap.
question. I don't know why you keep filibustering. We're gonna keep it simple. You know
What?
who Dirty Bookman is? You know who Bookman is?
No.
Okay. See, I can't even talk to you about your own
No,
history.
no,
Dirty
You
Bookman?
I mean, like I'm learning. I'm reading the Black okay? Let me Jacobin explain who right Dirty now. Bookman is. So Let me explain who Dirty Bookman is. You know the Haitian okay, Revolution, I know, right? I understand Bookman, but the thing is, that's not what I'm Hold asking. on, I'm not ma'am. talking Hold about on. Don't Haiti. I
Wait,
want to crash talk out.
wait,
about.
hold on. Let me explain something. We gonna be rotating people out. This we just spent like 3-4 minutes on Israeli, and she basically want to say like last time, indigenous Black Americans.
Right.
Okay,
That's what I'm.
so we
No.
got other people waiting, and we got people in the queue, and I don't want the stage to be
Uh,
crowded, but I want people to feel invited to come up.
Yeah,
So
so I the point I was appreciate gonna make that. with But Bookman is science, Bookman. Hold on, man. Bookman said that y'all have indigenous ancestry. He was one of the first catalysts of the Haitian Revolution. Now you got to argue with your own ancestors on that one. I just want to leave it at that. I ain't well, even yeah, gonna you go into can you detail. can have indigenous. You can do that, but that doesn't mean that like humans evolved from Africa. It doesn't negate that. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
if you want to be from Africa, then go to Africa. Like, we
Look,
don't care.
motherfucker, we are all
We
Africans.
don't care. We don't care. We not.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
we're
All right,
not, and
sir.
we don't care. So we're gonna move
Probably
on, like the
African in
host said.
disguise. She Please probably be African in disguise. I don't think she's even Haitian. She doesn't even
Yeah.
have rest a Haitian assured in your accent. ignorance.
I
Okay,
just don't
thank you.
understand the focus of making Black Americans Africans or want us to censor Africa when we telling
Okay,
y'all we don't
Swedish people
care.
too. Swedish
We're
people
telling
too.
you we don't care. So leave us
Swedish people
alone.
too. You do care because you've been spitting out a lot of infactual things, and Ma'am, argue with your
What did I
your
say
your
that was a
your
lie?
pseudoscience argue is with your
Uh,
ancestors, whack.
The
ma'am. Your ancestors, if you're
pseudoscience
no
is the out of
proof. Haitian,
Africa theory that said we came
yeah,
from a
come on.
cave monkey. That's what the
Okay,
pseudoscience. You actually
where
believe that we came from a monkey that crawled out of a cave and out into the
okay,
sun and
sir.
unalive from a heat stroke. You actually believe that we came from that monkey?
Where are the
Helicopter, that
artifacts?
is
Where
what
where
the
are the
word Africa come
artifacts?
I know
from.
what the out of
Where
Africa theory.
are
It
Yes.
literally
where are
says
the
that this
artifacts?
chimpanzee lady came out of the cave, this
Where
cold,
are the
shivering cave.
artifacts?
They found the artifact. It's called Lucy. Lucy came out of the
Okay,
cave
no, where
into
are
the
the
sun,
artifacts
and she
that
didn't
says
have
that
no
black?
water, and she had a damn heat stroke, then unalive, and they
Where
found her
are the
ass buried in the
artifacts
damn
that
dirt.
says that so indigenous to this continent? Where?
Place you found the artifacts that say
No,
we came from
no.
Africa.
Well,
At
we
this
do.
point,
We
it's none of your business.
we do
You
have.
don't
We do
want to
have. We
believe it. You don't
No,
care. So move
you came from
on.
a cave monkey that unalived in a damn from a
so
heat
you
stroke. We didn't come from that. Okay, that
that
was
is not
you.
that is not
Them
that
your
is not
ancestors. Cave monkeys eat meat. You eat meat, raw meat. We don't eat raw meat like cave monkeys. That's your people.
Want to be from Africa? Be from Africa. Just leave us alone. Like that's not what we
Y'all from
on. We love
Africa.
y'all.
You gonna be from Africa. Helicopter, you from Africa. The black,
Yes, I am
you
from
from
that.
Africa. Maroon,
Sister,
you know
no,
you
I
look
will
just like
not.
an African. Hey
I am
Mo.
America
Oh,
now.
no.
Hey Natia, how you doing? You wanna come off mute? Natia?
She already on mute. Oh, she
I
wasn't on
think
mute.
oh she wasn't there. Oh no, Italy. Hold on. Natia? She not here.
It came out mute. Oh, they playing.
Italy back up there. She back in the queue for
Not
y'all.
everybody. Oh, it seems like all the Haitians ready to come
Tripping.
up here and fight now.
Yeah. Hey Easy,
I done hurt
how
their
you
little
doing?
feelings, bro.
Hey, how's
Easy.
it going?
Hi.
I ain't come to fight. I just wanted to clear up
Hold
some
on. Hold on. What's your ethnicity?
um ethnicity. Black, I guess that's
He's
Well, what's
Haitian.
that flag?
Haiti.
Haitian.
Haitian
Haitian's a
flag.
nationality, not an
Okay, so
ethnicity.
no, it's our ethnicity.
Say what?
It's
Haitian
y'all's.
is it's a nationality. It's a nation state. It can't be classified as an ethnicity as someone who comes off of like an ethnic background, like a tribe and things like that. Those are ethnic roots.
Didn't tell us how y'all was the first black
And
nation.
that's
Just
your
go ahead and
ethnic
get to
group.
it, bro. Just go ahead
Say
and get
again?
straight to it. Go ahead and get straight to how y'all was the first black nation. Just get straight to
No,
it,
no,
bro.
no. I'm not coming. You said something about Bookman and like the
Hold on. Do
forefathers.
you
The
have a
forefathers.
question for Black Americans?
Oh, well, I could kind of start with why do you guys think that you are not from Africa? But I wanted to answer. The brother said something to the Haitian girl, and that's what I came to specify. In
Okay,
our
but we don't really
constitution,
hold on. At first, you're gonna answer the question, please. I mean,
okay.
ask us a question, and then y'all can have a back and forth. But your question was why we don't think we from Africa. Somebody want to answer that?
Take a stab, but I feel like it was directed at me. So 2 reasons why I don't feel as though we're from Africa, right? Number one, it's a theory, okay? A theory is a thought. A theory is an idea. A theory is what somebody looked at and came up with, oh, I think that's what that is. And they ran with it, okay? There's nothing proven about a theory, all right? That's the first reason why I don't believe that we're from Africa. The second
Interject just
no,
so he
hold
can
on, sir. Let
clarify
me
his
land my
answer.
plane
I'm
there.
not
Let me
talking
land.
about the out of Africa.
God
What
damn
I'm
it. These
talking
fucking
about.
Let him
savages, man. They do it every
finish.
single time, bro. Every night, bro. Third world brains in a first world situation. That's how they act. But anyway, the second reason why I do not believe that we are from Africa, right? Since you want to play the, oh, well, that theory, fine. We'll play by the numbers. The numbers don't support the fact that we came over here from Africa, right? They said over 35,000 journeys occurred during the transatlantic slave trade, right? 35,000. But yet not one record, not one single manifest exists out of 35,000 attempts. That is physically impossible. And that's why I don't believe we come from Africa.
Well, you laid a claim and you making a claim. It is facts that there's artifacts and there's letters. There was an Arabic slave that was taken into Louisiana. I give you the exact name.
Oh,
And
you
he
said
had
an
letters
Arabic
from his
slave,
tribe.
not a West African. Arabic.
No, he was
So hold
taken
on, hold on,
from
hold on. You gotta.
Congo. I'm sorry, he
Oh,
spoke Arabic.
here go these things.
You know they spoke Arabic
No,
in
let me tell
Mali,
the
right?
story. I already know what story he's gonna tell. Go ahead and tell it, bro.
Oh, sorry. No, so you know that Arabic was spoken in West Africa. Before we continue, you guys know that. Right? Well, hold on, no, not the fuck. You know that West Africa spoke Arabic, right? Before we continue, could we like solidify that fact?
No, you just need to go ahead because we got another
Okay. So
person.
there was a Arabic spoken slave that was taken into the Americas. In the Arabic, he knew how to read and write. And when he came later on in the plantation, he wrote stories of his journey. And he's not the only one. There's multiple other slaves that left oral
Name.
traditions and things like
What's
that.
his name? I need to write this down. Hold on. What's his name?
I get the name. Give me one sec.
Uh,
Bear with me. I'll get the name. Let me just go
I,
get to the
I,
laptop.
We about to move to the next person too.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll bring up the
Yeah,
name.
type it in the chat,
because
bro.
I
I'm
know
gonna be
who he's
watching. Put it in
talking
the chat.
about and he's bullshitting. But okay.
All right, hey Natia, how you doing?
Okay, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Hi, Natia. What's your ethnicity?
African American.
Mm.
Where your
What do you mean I
grandparents
said
from?
African American?
Are you a
You
descendant
said
of
parents?
people from chattel slavery in this country in the United States of America?
Yeah.
Okay.
The folks.
Because I was thinking about both sides.
You want to ask Black Americans?
Wait a minute.
I wanted
Wait a minute. Hold on. What both sides?
my parents. I was thinking about their ethnicities.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That was something you had to think about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to ask Black Americans a question?
Yes, I wanted to ask about the Native American thing. I wanted to ask if anybody know if there's any documents that states that they had Forcier, like as a group.
What? So I don't.
What was the question again? Yeah, I didn't
So I can
understand that.
understand the
I
question,
wanted to
right?
ask.
Are you trying to claim that 4C hair only applies to African-looking people or Black Americans?
I've been talking about Black Americans. I wasn't referring to Africans.
I'm talking about like the type of hair. Like, are you trying to claim
As a
that hair
as a
only?
group.
No, are you just trying to make it seem like that those are the only people that have
Ask the
that
question
grain
again,
of
because
hair?
nobody heard the question. What was the question?
Right,
I
we
heard
I
got
it.
said,
people in the
is there
queue.
any?
I heard the question, but yeah,
Did
ask the question
he
again.
said, is it somewhere in that book where they said indigenous people have 4C hair? Something to that effect.
The
As a
hell?
group.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
respond, Miss Love,
Yeah,
please?
go
There
ahead,
are,
And I'm
Charles.
a drop. I'm a
but
drop.
there are
Go
many
ahead,
Now,
history
Charles.
sir,
books.
Go ahead,
Sir,
so.
as a Black American woman and as a cosmetologist of 16 years, you know Africans and Americans, Black Americans, do not have the same type of hair. I'm going to need you to stop it. The coil, the curl pattern, none of it.
Yeah, also, if you want to read books from the 16, 1700s about different areas in America where they describe people, yeah. I mean, if you use the old archaic terms of what we describe as 4C or curly hair, yeah. Because they use the word coarse to describe some of these people
Land
hair
your plane
in
is up.
Alabama and in Texas.
And our hair sticks up. Our hair sticks straight up to the sun. Their hair don't do that. Their
What,
hair does not do that.
what they hair do?
It is matted. It's like
They're
sit
turning
flat.
them buckshots go bing,
Yeah,
bing,
it's
bing, bing,
flat.
bing, pow, pow, bing, 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 bing.
Our hair raised to the sun.
All
Their
spice
hair does
balls.
not raise to the sun.
Nah, we got
When you
BBs.
comb it, they
They
go
Okay,
bing.
they
hold
got
on, y'all. Hold
Comb be
on.
buckshots.
snapping.
Okay, Natia, did they I hope they answered your questions, okay? Thank you. All right,
Thank you, Miss Love. I'll get down. I just had to get them together real quick.
all right, shout out to you. So, Evie, I hope they answered your questions.
What? I just put the name on the chat. The name you guys were looking for. What question was
I mean,
answered?
I hope y'all was done. I mean, they already answered their answers. Didn't y'all? Did y'all finish? Was this anything else y'all
Well,
wanted
Yeah,
to talk
I
you
know
about?
he
guys
was
told
gonna
me to
bring up
mute
Omar.
up. I
I
I
know, but
didn't get a
y'all had a
clear.
long back and forth. But go ahead. What was your? Go ahead and remind us
Well,
shortly, briefly,
okay.
very
So
briefly.
my question is, and this is not pertaining to the made out of Africa theory, but why don't you consider? I know you said to be from the continent of Africa, to be from West Africa. Like,
Why
why
we
is,
don't? Did you?
and
Did
with
you?
the evidence that we have, why don't you consider the evidence that we have that there was actually a slave trade? Like, what?
Oh Lord. Okay, they got it.
No
Go
one is
ahead.
denying the slave trade. No one is denying the
Yeah, no
slave
one
trade. I
denied it.
repeat, no one is denying the slave
Let me
trade. We're
repeat this
saying
shit one more
300
time.
to 400,000 people came here out of those 13 to 16 millions. That's all we said. So it's factually impossible for those 300 to 400,000 to make us as a large group. So there had to be some type of indigenous dark-skinned people here because the conquistadors and the French were enslaving them.
But let me ask you a question. The white Americans outnumbered any other ethnic group in this country. So is it crazy
No,
to
they
say
don't.
that
No, they
multi
don't.
They don't.
Ask the question, bro.
who outnumbers white Americans?
All right, so check this out. All right, and the what was it? I think the 18. What year the slave trade was banned? What was it? 1808. I think the slave trade was banned here in America, right? So no ships were allowed from the slave trade to come over here to America, right? At that time, they claimed that 300,000 Africans were on the soil, right? They said that all the black folks that was here, 300,000 was from Africa, right? But here's the problem. They conducted a census in 1809, 1810, somewhere around that time frame, right? And then on the census record, they estimated that there was about 8 to 10 million black people in this country. How did 300,000 turn into 8 to 10 million over a year, right? And also, let's go a little further. I'm gonna land my plane. There was 31 indigenous tribes east of the Mississippi. All of those were described as brown, copper colored, or black, whatever you want to call it, right? None of those 31 indigenous tribes were included in that 1810 census. So that's an additional 3 to 4 million people that could possibly have been in America, right? They could have counted. That's 15 million black people possibly in the early 1800s. Where did those people come from if only 2 or 300,000 came over on the transatlantic slave trade, sir?
You made the claim that only 200,000 or 300,000 came
Oh, my bad. The
over
black
here.
made that claim. I don't believe anybody came over. I think maybe about 30 to 40,000 came over here. That's it.
Okay, so those, but
I
my
believe
thing
it
is,
was
how
less
does
than that
white
too.
Americans outnumber? Because you're claiming the census, but here we are in modern day where they
Hold
make over
on, Evie.
50% of the
What's your
country.
definition of a white American?
What? Caucasian American?
What's your definition of those?
Yes.
I'm a Caucasian American, Anglo-Saxon.
Let me break that down for you real quick, dude. That white American is broke down into like 10 different groups. All right. So in America, The largest actual ethnic group that identifies as one consistent group on paper is foundational Black Americans, and it ain't even close. It's not even close, right? All the other white groups they identify as German, Italian, European, Asian, Middle Eastern, East African, South African, Hispanic. I forgot about that. All them
And
different
some
groups
of
get
his
lumped
people
into
too.
white. There's only one group of people that's categorized as Black, and you even got the Africans that come over here and say it's only 2 to 3 million of us. Oh, so that means out of damn 60 million possible people, only about 2 to 3 million of them are actual foreigners, right? So who can you name as a YT group, one particular group that's 60 million strong, sir? Who can you name?
Like I said the Anglo-Saxons. I'm not gonna say they're 60 million strong, but they are the largest minority. They are the minority in the country,
No,
and we're
they're
talking
not the
about
largest group. They're
and
not.
Anglo-Saxons are not immigrants. They are immigrants. Everybody's an immigrant in America, but
The Anglo-Saxons
We're
specifically,
not
define that.
uh,
immigrants.
Not
uh, the,
immigrants.
Yeah,
we're
what
We're
is an
not
talking
used,
about
sir.
Anglo-Saxon specifically? What is an
we're talking
Anglo-Saxon
about
specifically?
Mayflower whites. You know, the ones
It's
that
not.
came
It's
in.
not that many of those people. It's not many white Americans right now that can trace their lineage to those wasps. Most Black Americans can.
Brother, we have.
Most Black Americans can. That's why a lot of people are upset of us delineating, because
I
when
mean,
you separate everybody, even YT people, and make them delineate, you understand that Black Americans are the largest continuous group within America. Then it'll be, you know what I'm saying, probably Hispanics, Germans, and then
Well,
WASP, because it's
well,
like 3 or
Hispanics,
four
can't even
percent
say
WASP.
Hispanics because guess what?
that's
Hispanics break
percentage.
down into what? Cuban, Venezuelan,
Yeah, you're right about
Mexican,
that.
Exactly.
all them are what?
All
So
Mixed
it'll
South
probably be
America.
it'll
Yeah,
probably be
they
German
ain't 60 million
second.
strong. The
And
only,
let
yeah,
me
you're right.
just
You're correct. Germans.
right,
German
helicopter.
second.
And let me just say this for the room too. White people are delineating those descendants of WASP, as you say. They're delineating also EV. They're separating all these other groups. So that's a big help to us. Everybody's delineating. So
Okay, but
Because Trump
my
will be
thing is,
considered a heritage American.
I just
Because
looked it up
they
while he was.
identify, they understand that they're not WASP, but they are Americans. Because they was their first official wave of white immigrants.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah, so I just checked because I get what you were saying with the population, but Irish Americans is the
again, we
biggest
gonna end. We
portion.
got new people, a
Well,
bunch of people in the queue. So
okay,
wrap it
I'm
up,
just gonna
EV.
say that what helicopter was saying. But Irish Americans make up the biggest part of that group, and they're only in the 8%. Every other group is less than 2%. So
It's German
Anglo-Saxon,
Americans.
German.
Germans are the largest YT group in
There
America.
was never a big German migration in the
What are
Americas.
you talking
Oh my
about?
God,
Okay,
yes, there
Every
helicopter.
was.
wave had German people within it. It was a lot
Which
of people
wave?
Totally.
pretending to be other groups, and they were really German. Even a
No,
lot of
but what?
small
Could
hat
you?
people that were German pretending to be other groups. Like Germans are the largest YT group here.
Okay, we got to get on back to
I
the show.
apologize.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
wrong.
sorry. Dang, I'm sorry, the black. Come back up. But we got to
No, the black still up here is the board.
Oh, my board. Okay, we got to wrap this up. We got other people in the queue. Okay, I'm trying to thank you, Easy, for coming up.
No, I'm
Hey,
just.
hey, David.
Yes, hello.
Hey. What's your ethnicity? Let me put this board back up, y'all.
I'm white. I'm from the United States.
Okay, you got a question to ask Black Americans?
Yeah, I do. My question is related to the fine line between or how they're connected or how they're not connected, FBA and ADOS. But before posing that question, I just wanted to also ask Helicopter more
Okay,
specifically
hold
because
on,
I'm
David. More specifically to you also. Are your ancestors were they here before the Civil War or after?
some of them were here before, some of them were here after.
Okay, go ahead.
And then actually that brings me to a third point about heritage Americans, because that's a new term I literally only heard like within the last couple of weeks. So, Helicopter, you had mentioned that there was no documentation about manifests, and
I'm pretty sure you were very clear that there was absolutely none. And then at that time, I understood you to believe that there was no transporting of African people, but you later clarified that to say that you thought there were maybe, I think you said 30, 40,000, and that the math wasn't mathin'.
Can I answer his first question before he keeps going? Because I really wanted to.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So foundational Black American is a term. It's a lineage of people, right? Which is where you guys got the Heritage American thing from. We kind of came up with that first and started delineating, and you guys followed suit. So kudos to you all. ADOS is a group, it's a membership, and it's something that most of us do not even, go behind. We're not gonna.
FBA Maroon, you said they created heritage and we follow suit.
No, I said we created FBA,
okay.
And then a lot of them followed suit. So kudos to them for, follow what we do. We make the global trends around here, and not the whole world's delineated. So kudos to you all. ADOS is a group. We're not a group, right? It's a lineage. Whatever someone wants to do with that information as a foundational Black American is up to them. So I just wanted to clarify that. Now go ahead.
All right. Then I'll continue on that. But with one final sentence on helicopter, the ship Zong, Z-O-N-G, which there was a manifest for that, and the people tried to commit fraud against the insurance company, and that proved how they did commit fraud by unaliving people who were there on the ship and then claiming that they unalived under some other circumstances. So there is documented evidence, and I'm not certain if you knew that or not. I'm certain you know much more about this topic overall than I do. So related to FBA, I just cannot quite understand if all FBAs, if it's not a group, there's no paid membership, I understand that. Thank you. But do all FBAs believe that the presence of dark-skinned people currently referred to as Black Americans in this group have no connection with Africa and were here 6, 7, and beyond hundreds of years ago, or that the Black Americans are directly tied within the last 500 years, in the Columbian Exchange?
It don't matter.
Just unclear on
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
FBA is a title for all Black Americans that were here during slavery. That's free people of color, indigenous Black people that was here before Columbus, after Columbus. Every melanated group all the way until 1870.
Yeah. Okay.
Before we start allowing Black immigrants here. So there can be African slaves, there can be indigenous Black people, there can be just Black people that was just here. Because melanated skin was everywhere across this landmass. And
yes, of course.
We have the writings to prove that.
Of
everywhere white people went,
and it correlates with latitude.
Could trace, if a Black person can trace their lineage back to the beginning of this country, particularly around 1865, and their documents has some kind of thing saying Negro, mulatto, around those things, where you all separated us by color, that's a foundational Black American.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to say, when you asked about do they tie to the 500 years or do they tie to the Aboriginals of America, two things can be true at once.
Anybody else? Everybody done yet?
So, related to this, so is delineation, which in this current context, it's a new concept to me. Is delineation from the perspective of FBA? Is it kind of anti-Pan-Africanism? Because if a people have no connection to the continent of Africa, how can they be affiliated with Pan-Africanism?
Oh, because
it's a good question.
Pan-Africanism was created by us. The whole initiative of Pan-Africanism was you defend and help another black-skinned person. Now, when it comes down to what
we're doing the delineation movement is just everybody is embracing their own specific ethnic group. So if you're Nigerian and you come to America, continue to be a Nigerian. You're just a Nigerian American.
Oh yeah, dig that. Yeah, I'm down
We're
with
we're
that.
we're,
I
we're getting out
understand
of
that.
the flat blackness.
Yeah.
Not Pan African,
So let
because you
me
can
ask
deal
you
with
this
whoever you
then.
want to deal with
Hold
on the
up, man.
continent or
Stop
outside of the
goddamn
continent.
explaining all this bullshit to this. Slow the fuck down. God damn,
Wait
y'all
a minute.
talking too fucking much
Isn't
now.
it called
Hold on,
isn't
White.
it
Hold
called
on,
ask
player. You done
questions?
asked about 15 goddamn questions, and then we answer one question. You asked 3. We answer one. You asked 3 more. Then we answer one. You asked 3. How many questions do you want answered, sir? Do you want to start off at the beginning when you was asking all these 5 or 6 questions, or you want to just keep on going on? And do y'all want to keep entertaining this goddamn guy, telling him all this shit that he can go online and Google? What are we doing here right now?
I mean, that's what the panel is for. It said ask Black Americans
I
one
thought it was
question.
only one question, according to the prompt.
I lost my goddamn train of thought. Y'all sitting here entertaining. Well, y'all go ahead, man. I'm going back on mute.
All right, I have only one
All right,
question.
hold on, Inkling. Shout out to that. David, did you get enough of your questions answered?
Well, until now, I did not see or comprehend the one question, so I have had my quota. And
Shout
thank
out
you
to
very
you,
When your
much.
David.
question was asked, you
I do
immediately
have one
started going
follow-up.
off into some. Oh, look, you trying to ask another question right now. You talking about you didn't get the questions asked that you answered that you asked, and you about to ask a whole nother question. What
We
question did
haven't
you not
entertained
ask,
white
sir?
people in a
All
while.
of
We've
my
been
Right.
questions have
entertaining
It's
been
okay,
Africans.
answered.
I mean, I
helicopter.
get
Thank
it,
you very
but he
much.
asked
All of
all
my
these. He
questions
asked all
have
these
been
questions, and
answered.
y'all just keep entertaining this dude. Keep saying the same
I
thing
mean,
over and
right
over
now,
and over. Okay, how many times we got to tell
aren't you
this
Because
tired
dude
of dealing
about
with
I'm learning.
1870?
Africans?
FBA is 1870. FBA
I'm
is
learning the
1870.
subtlety of
FBA
it.
is 1870. It come on here tomorrow. FBA is 1870. Well, what does delineation mean? It means boys to the left, girls to the right. That's what delineation is. Why are we sitting here wasting all this time explaining basic shit?
You know, that's a good point, Helicopter, because I don't think they got confused about what delineation meant when the United States decided to delineate from Europe.
To a white guy, white people know exactly what the fuck delineation do. They built the whole damn society and wrote a whole constitution
That's
based on it.
true. That's
Okay,
true.
well
That's
let's
true.
end
Cause
it. Let's end be it, David. Good. David, thank you for coming up. You can
Thank
come
you
up.
very much.
You
I've
can come up
enjoyed your
another
live
time.
many
Thank you.
times, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Thanks.
All right,
Bye.
thank
bring
you. You
bring some
can
more
talk.
white people.
Yeah,
Bring some
bring some
more
more
white
white
people.
people so they can ask us some questions too. Okay. All righty. Hey, English. Y'all silly. Hey, English.
Thank you.
You got. What's your ethnicity
A lot of
again,
these damn
English?
Africans. Damn.
Yeah, me too. I mean, everybody can come
It was a
Notice
up.
good
this.
refresher. I'm not gonna
He
lie. I'm
Yeah.
directly
surprised.
he directly called me out with 3 questions. And all 3 of y'all answered, and I just sat there and was quiet. And then I was like, oh, y'all done? Oh, no, let me go ahead and say something, dude. I don't like that. When somebody call me out, please let me respond.
Oh, shout out to that. I didn't hear him call you out. You absolutely right. I didn't hear you call. I didn't. Oh, okay. No wonder.
I
That's
didn't
what
hear
I'm
it
wondering.
either.
Like, I'm like,
At the
helicopter.
beginning.
At
Everybody was
least went
goddamn
in
babbling about
tonight.
My
bullshit.
bad.
Everybody talking about what FBA is, ADOS is a group, and I'm this, that, and the third. Oh, yeah, well, today it was the sun was out at the same time as the moon, and, the color of the water was
He
blue. Who
called your
cares?
name
Like,
3 or 4
what?
times.
Goddamn.
They say in the chat. Yeah, y'all. If somebody come up to the stage and they say somebody specifically, that's they conversation to have specifically. Hey, English, where you from again?
I'm from Kenya, live in the United States. I'm a citizen.
Okay. Shout out to the citizens. You want to ask Black Americans one question?
Yeah, only one question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody knows about the Ice Age. Here's my question. According